We on, huh?
Zion, we're good?
Now,
All right, shalom, shalom out there.
Shalom.
Okay, we are the Hebrew Israelites coming out week in and week out to edify and teach our people of the, impending dangers of the truth of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
That's right.
All right, so without further ado, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakodash.
Let's do it again.
Okay.
Give praise to the east. Go ahead, huh?
All right, with that, Yahweh,
Bashim
Yahushai,
Makah,
Wadash,
Wadash,
the water,
the water,
the water,
the water,
the water,
the water,
the water, the water.
Go on.
All right,
Yeah.
We did it last week.
Go ahead, huh?
all right, shalom out there. All right, we're gonna go into second coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai.
That's
All right,
right.
that's the topic we're gonna go into this evening, and Lord willing, it's edifying and faith boosting to the hopeful elect out there.
That's right.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 19, beginning at verse 11. And it reads, "And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse."
Okay, it's talking about Yahweh Shai coming in that white chariot. Okay, it's not talking about a physical white, literal white horse. It's talking about that ship. Okay, white represents purity. Pure.
Right.
All right, that horse represents power.
Right.
Okay, when you go buy a vehicle, all right, motorcycle, a boat, you want to know, all right, how fast is the bad boy? Okay, you ask them, how much horsepower does it have?
Right.
So that horse represents power.
That's right.
So-called UFO or UAP.
Right.
It says, "And he that sat upon him was called faithful and true, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war."
That's right, because it's a righteous thing. Our Lord's coming back with indignation, okay, righteous anger,
That's
all
right.
right, to put down these elites in this wicked kingdom. You see?
That's right.
And it goes to show you, because it's a horse, the Lord's going to ride on something. Because the Lord could just appear through a portal. What's that going to be? The Lord's going to come on something to put this world in fear. Showing man that everything you got was in the spiritual realm before you had it. You have a vehicle you ride on. You have a horse that you can get up on. Or you can walk, or you can go some other place. The Lord is showing you everything that you have on this earth. There's a heavenly a counterpart for it. And he's going to come show his power through what he's going to ride on. It's going to be the same thing that delivered us out of Egypt. It's going to be the same thing that we followed in the wilderness. He's going to explain it.
Okay. Continuing in verse 12, it reads, "His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns."
Okay, talking about Yahweh Shai, all right, because Yahweh Shai has red eyes. All right, he literally has red glowing eyes. But those crowns represents because he's going to take down the kingdoms all throughout, this earth.
That's right.
All right?
It says, "And he had a name written that no man knew, but he himself."
That's his name, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Okay.
All right, this world don't know that.
Hey,
Hey,
Okay.
and when you go into this word name, if you don't mind me,
Yeah, you got it.
in the Greek it's onama, and it goes into the rank of Yahweh Shai. He's the only spirit that was able to do what he came to do on the earth.
Right.
Hey, bro, I was watching that Black Panther movie like a few weeks ago, right? And remember that dude M'Baku and shit when he was fighting fucking T'Challa, right? And he was like fucking him up. He's like, "Glory to Anuma." And he said the name. And he said, "Glory to the name." I was like, "Oh, Shari Kesha." So he's pretty much saying glory to the name. He's like, "No power, no claws." He's like, "Just a boy, not fit to be a king." I was like, "Oh shit." But he said, "Glory to the name." That's what he said.
That's heavy. I didn't
That's
catch
heavy.
that.
God.
Continuing in verse 13, it reads, "And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Heavenly Father."
That's right, because that venture depth in blood is a metaphor of how much killing the Lord's going to do out here. All right, it's the Lord's not going to get bloody, but it's just metaphor to represent how much the Lord's going to destroy these kingdoms out here and these leaders.
That's right.
That's it.
Verse 14, it says, "And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses."
Now jumping back up, Salaki. Jumping back up to the eyes. The brother was right. His eyes are all going to be glowing. But the fire in his eyes is going to actually mean the vengeance that's going to be on the Lord's mind. That's all he's going to see. His vision is going to be judgment, righteous judgment. That's all is going to be on the Lord's mind. Because when your eyes is focused on something, that means That's what you want. So the Lord is going to want to bring judgment and destruction on these kingdoms of this world. And right after, like the brother explained, the crowns. He mentioned him having many crowns. That's what he's going to see. His vision is for a new era.
I believe, what is it? Is it Isaiah 63?
Yeah.
It say the day of vengeance
It's
burns in his
his
heart.
heart.
And the year of his redeemed.
And when it says heart, you think a damn the muscle that pumps blood. No, his heart means his mind. What's on his mind, the thing he sees, what he was constantly playing in his mind is the day he returns.
That's right.
Vengeance.
Verse 14 from the top again in Revelation 19, it reads, "And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses."
Talking about the so-called UFOs, the angels.
That's right.
All right, the chariots of Israel that is spoken out throughout the scriptures. Okay, Ezekiel. All right, Ezra. All right, John the Revelator. All right, this is the chariots of Israel, the angels, the angelic forces.
And it's beautiful, bro, through the Spirit God to do this topic, because what are we seeing now in today's news and media? All these talks of UFOs, UAPs, orbs, and drones. Every event, every major event throughout history, the chariots was always there.
Always.
So even during the end times, they're going to start making themselves known.
Right.
So this is just like it was in times beforehand. Before a major shift in history happens, the chariots reveal themselves.
That's right.
Bro, I'm glad you said that, bro. It's on the hieroglyphics in Egypt of the chariots. The chariots helped Alexander conquer the world and shit.
Christopher Columbus, St. Elmo's Fire.
St. Elmo's Fire. And then going back to that documentary, it was on Amazon Prime, where it showed the flood. It was like a cartoon version. And remember how it went out from like the actual arc going, and it went all the way out to outer space, and it showed the earth covered in hurricanes. And what brings hurricanes? Chariots. Woo! So the Lord allowed the chariots to open up the heavens, pour the water down, and then to open up the depths and just let everything be released. Because you know that there's not only UFOs in the sky and space, but there's also under the water.
That's what that Jake in the military said. He said they're coming from above and below.
Woo! Bro, and don't forget about the tripods. Like war of the world and shit. They're gonna be walking on the land real quick. So, hey, the Lord coming with everything.
That's right. Verse 15, it reads, "And out of his mouth goeth the sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations."
They're talking about them lasers. Okay, the lasers are going to come out of them ships, and they're going to zap the wicked of powder. Just like if you ever seen that movie War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Okay, what did those ships start doing when they came out? They started zapping people to powder.
And they got that out of the scriptures.
That's it.
Literally, bro.
It says, "And he shall rule them with the rod of iron."
So the Lord's not going to be nice. Okay, you devils got a lot to pay for.
That's right.
A lot. So the Lord ain't playing.
It says, "And he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of the almighty power." Verse 16.
Now go back up. Go back up. Read that again.
Read that last part.
Yeah.
It says, "And he treadeth the winepress."
No, before that.
Okay. It says, "And he shall rule them with the rod of iron."
Now that's going into after the Lord comes to wage war on this world.
Okay.
In return, he's going to lead these nations that he conquered into a rigorous rule.
That's right.
He's going to rule them with rigor, just like
God
they.
loves everyone, brother.
Nah, not so. Because if you don't love his people and his ways, then you hate the Lord.
Right.
A motherfucker can do all the lip service he want to fucking do, but the Lord sees through people.
Hey,
Like-
give us the quote, Zion.
What's that?
You know what
These are his people.
No, those are his people.
He will choose his kind
Over mankind. That's it. Because the Lord loves his people, but he got to fuck up 2/3 of his people. But then they gonna come back in the kingdom as children of the kingdom, and then you have the heathen that are not vanquished. They're gonna go into slavery. He's gonna rule them with a rod of iron, going into a rigorous rule, because they had Israel in rigor in Egypt, and all the nations that had us in captivity, they have us in fucking rigor, man. You know, a woman got to get up and go to fucking work, slavery and shit. We supposed to have slaves, man. But the
way
goddamn
they did it was unrighteous, because the way they had the nation of Israel in slavery was inhumane.
inhumane, bro. They see us as beasts.
Right.
When they're fucking beasts, man. Because what is mankind? We're man. Man is Israel. The only men on the earth are the Israelite men. All the other nations are known as beasts in the scriptures, not men.
So
They're like the Tuscan Raiders, huh? They walk like men, but they're mindless motherfucking animals. Man. And remember how Anakin was like, I slaughtered them. I slaughtered them like animals. I hate them. Yeah?
The women and the children too.
God damn. Yeah? He's like, I didn't kill just the men, but the women and the children too. But unlike Esau Edom, who's a fucking peasant that's ruling, we need subjects. Kings and rulers need subjects, slaves. So we ain't gonna kill everybody like a dumbass. We gonna divide that line like David did. Some to death, others for captivity.
It says, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of the Almighty power.
Talking about the Lord's gonna do all that. The Lord's gonna destroy all these nations. Okay, that wine press.
Yeah.
Okay, it just that symbolizes, the Lord just gonna destroy, totally eviscerate our enemies.
Yep. The people are gonna be like the grapes that the Lord is gonna crush.
That's right.
That's why it talks about the blood of the grape, like the brother explained. And also, he being the word of the Lord, he's gonna fulfill everything that's written about him in his second return. There's certain things written about the Lord in the Old Testament and New that have not been fulfilled yet. The Lord's gonna come fulfill all those things written about him on his second return. That's what that's going to show you. Talking about that God loves everybody, but what about the wicked being vanquished? Isn't that not written? The Lord gonna come with chariots with vengeance. Is that not written? That ain't happening. Where's the historical date and time that the Lord destroyed Edom as a nation? Right. Wiped them out. Where's the date and time?
Exactly.
Yeah, it ain't happened yet. We're in the time where it's gonna happen.
That's right. Verse 16. Oh no.
Put that in there.
That's the last verse you asked for, King. It says, and he had on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
That's right, because he's the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. He's gonna conquer all these kings. Okay, he's the number uno. The king. There's no one on top of him. He's the Lion of the tribe of Judah.
Yeah.
Lets you know that he's when he gets here, that's it. It's game over.
Yeah. And that goes even deeper because these other nations on the earth thinking they got kings and shit, but y'all ain't really fucking kings, man. Y'all just been given a damn position and a place. You're nothing. The Lord being King of Kings, he's a king over the kings of the earth. We're gonna be a nation of kings and priests under him. He's the first king, and then it's going to be David, and after David, the rest of the 12, and then the rest of the 144, and then the rest of the nation after that. The King of Kings, he's the king of the kings of the earth, the Israelites. Not talking about you fucking kings of the other nations. You niggas are only going to have your place because we need slave labor.
That's right.
And we need somebody to supervise those lands that are ours.
Yeah, they're going to be the first fruits of slaves in the kingdom.
Yeah, because it didn't say that kings going to be your nursing fathers and their queens, your nursing mothers. You're going to be servants even though you're royalty among your own nation. But you ain't never going to be on the level of Israel, though.
That's right.
You're going to have your Saint Lord, you're going to be young. Your ass going to be old ass, you're going to be like from young to old and shit. Like you aged and your Lord, the brothers going to look the same age. It's like, damn, like that's me. That's your great grandfather right there. That's our Lord. Yeah. Look at the same as he is right now. We ain't gonna age.
Like that movie with Justin Timberlake.
In Time.
In Time, yeah.
Like his wife, his daughter,
the grandma, they all look
young and shit. Yeah, that's how Israel's gonna be.
That was it.
Oh, that was it.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 17. It says, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
That's right. Who's gonna be able to stand? Who can stand up against the power? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Who? We know not any.
And Sakar, really explain that, because the chariots ain't even doing shit to nobody yet. They just appearing and the niggas is fucking out. Imagine when they start zapping motherfuckers and really start attacking shit.
Exactly, because right now you can see that our enemies, these elites, they can't even do nothing to the angels right now when they're just sitting there.
Yeah.
All right, so how much let alone when the Lord gives that green light to attack? They starting with Iran, even the U.S., all these other militaries and nations around the world has already shot at the chariots and had none effect.
right.
You know,
That's right.
so how much more when the chariots are coming directly at you? You know, full speed. You see that? So imagine that day. Just think about that. You know, really consider that. Think about that. Yeah. So really think about that. You know, if our enemies can't do nothing right now, and the angels, the ships are just there, you know, just posted. How much more when they're coming at them?
And that's beautiful,
you know, full
bro,
speed.
that you said that. These fucking nations literally started the war against the Lord. They shot at the chariots. So now, what you expect the chariots to do? Not to hit back? The Empire Strikes Back and shit, right? Hey, and that's beautiful what the brother just said. So when the Lord actually tells the chariots to attack, the Lord's gonna be justified, just like us. These elites want to capture brothers. So when the Lord turned brothers on as hunters, ain't it gonna be on? And we gonna crave the hunt. We gonna crave it. We craving the hunt, right?
Right.
Hey, the hell with the movie. That's why I didn't do so good. Because the real hunters is about to be unleashed soon.
That's right.
So, and it's crazy how the brother said that the Lord is so beautiful. He's gonna let it be known that now they're justified to fuck you up. Now I'm justified to fuck you up. They actually shot at the chariots.
That's right.
The chariot didn't shoot at them, it just appeared. And they start shooting
Yeah.
at it. So now when it attacks,
Yeah.
then the Lord gonna be justified.
Yeah.
Like the world gonna be like, why are they attacking us? You attacked them.
And you got to know that our enemies are scared as all hell because nobody knows the mind of Yahweh Bashim
Bro, I
Yahushai because
got
he
a
can
special
attack
praise.
at any time. Nobody knows what the Lord's planning. You know, he can attack them tonight. I mean, nobody knows. You know the plan, the mind of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know,
Yeah, that's it.
imagine.
I got a quick precept.
Oh yeah, all right. Go ahead.
2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence.
There it is. See, so that's that scripture right there, so that you know when the Lord gets here, okay, immediately people are gonna start getting vaporized, zapped to powder. They're gonna be eviscerated.
Precept dust and smell of smoke.
That's it. Yep. Oh, this.
That's the spirit, bro. Because going back to that movie, A War of the Worlds, man. Hey, all the War of the World movies, bro, is on point. I was listening to the one that took place in London, right? Every other line, bro, they was quoting scriptures. Oh, the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. They was literally quoting the script. They like, how we gonna stop these things? They eviscerated the whole world militaries, bro. It was just undone. And even at the end of the movie, it said, when man and his weapons had failed, the Lord, in his wisdom, pretty much took down the invaders and stuff like that. But I was thinking, those invaders was the Israelites. Because I was talking to Big Judah about it. Remember how the birds was attacking the ships at the end of the movie? And he's like, look at the goddamn birds. And I was thinking about the angels. And he said, no shield. And that's when they started attacking the aliens and shit like that. But that's us. We had no shield for a long time, so they can shoot Jake dead in the street. But it's gonna come a time where we gonna have that shield wall around. We're gonna have that Korah, and these motherfuckers ain't gonna be able to stop us. And that's what the chariots are showing them, that you can't touch these vehicles. Neither can you touch the men that the Lord sent out there to preach. Because if it was up to Esau and these heathen nations, they would have been killed us. But they can't shoot at us because we're protected by the Lord.
See that?
And we, beginning with our apostles and elders, been talking about the chariots. Now is a household name now. Now we're not crazy anymore. But we didn't give a shit what people thought. Fuck that. It's in the scripture. And now niggas talking about Ezekiel's wheel. We been talking about that. Like, and the chariots ain't just in a wheel shape. They in a triangular shape. They in that
Cylinder.
The cylinder. The water. They call it the cigar shape. You know,
Cylinder.
tic tac chariot. Okay, they in all shapes, forms, and sizes. They can come in like a crystal wise form and shit and come down.
They could take a cloud shape, you know,
Yeah.
look at
They
the
can
cloud.
float. Yeah.
You know, but that's why that scripture is written, no weapon formed against thee shall prosper. So you gotta really believe in these scriptures.
Right.
And you gotta understand, they always been here in the cut, sitting. You know,
Right.
they always been cloaking themselves this whole time. Like I mentioned that episode on Star Wars, the 2003 Clone Wars series. where they were getting attacked, and they were going up into space, and it looked like stars from far off. But when they got close, it was all ships, all spaceships. And I'm like, damn, they got that straight from the scriptures. Because out there, it might look like stars to everybody else, or just orbs. When you get close, big ass spaceship, star destroyers and so. Go ahead, huh?
All right, that's it.
Yeah, I'm on that.
All right, you guys.
This is Book of Psalms, chapter 76, verse 7. It says, "Thou, even thou, art to be feared, and who may stand in thy sight when once thou art angry?"
See, it's a terrible thing to fall in the hand of the living power.
Yeah.
You know, this is why it tells in the book of Proverbs. All right, the beginning of knowledge is the fear. The Lord, you have to fear the Lord. You know, you have to be, you know, a complete dummy to not fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, and this is what the Lord is coming to do, to put respect on his name. You know, because he's been mocked for way too long. You know, you guys been out there, these devils out there been, you know, that one devil, Noah Harari, you know, saying that, oh, we can make, you know, the Lord as mad as we want. All right, you know.
Oh, that's great.
You know,
Isn't that great?
we're going to see, you know, what happens. You know, so the Lord's coming back to put respect on his name.
Right.
See?
IBM cloud and shit.
Yeah.
We don't need a God in the clouds. We have an IBM cloud.
Yeah.
That's a demon.
Proud.
So,
Yeah. Hey, that's beautiful that the Lord is making these motherfuckers proud like that, man. That means the Lord don't fucking like you, man. The Lord literally is playing chess with this world. You're a fucking piece on the board, you fucking devils out there, man. You're not a player of the game. You're a fucking piece on the board of the game. That's what you don't understand. And then they think they can come against us. We're a piece on the board, but we know the game, though. And we can only make the moves that those pieces can make. You can't unmake those moves. Just like, you know, me and this bro, we play chess. Once you make that move, you gotta stick with that move. You can't unmake the move. So you fucking devils, once you make the move, you can't unmake that move. Only the Lord can start making moves after that. You checkmate. You done.
And through the spirit, a lot of the elders are saying they think Esau is tarrying on purpose.
He's tarrying,
Because
bro.
they know that once they get to a certain point, you can't turn back. So they're trying to prolong their rulership as long as possible.
yeah.
But the Lord's going to force them into action, man.
That's right.
Bro.
Damn right.
That's it, bro. Just like when Alexander came up to take down the Persians could no longer keep that kingdom. Like, Alexander had to come up. That's why I said he was moved with choler. The Lord put it in his mind to fucking kill Darius III and take the kingdom, man. So, you damn devils lollygagging. Well, the chariots came down. Like, y'all niggas is taking too long, man. What's up? Do we gotta get this shit started or what? Chariots gonna turn the missiles on like fuck Putin and fuck Trump. You niggas want peace? No, there is no peace. Says my God to the wicked.
Right.
So it goes to show you why niggas are bugging out, because the Lord's like, nigga, you wasting time. Come on now. The Lord's like, dude, I gotta do everything. What's up?
Right.
You been talking all this shit, and I believe brothers are gonna stop talking real soon, man.
Right.
We really don't give a fuck what you devils do, man. Go on, come at us, man. We don't give a shit. We ready to get the fuck out of here. Go ahead, up.
You got it.
This is the prophet Zephaniah, chapter 1, beginning at verse 14. It says, "The great day of the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, is near."
Woo! That's it.
Come, we're right here. You can clearly see. Any of you guys that are, you know, those of us that are in the truth, you know that, you know, the Lord's right here, right around the corner. Okay, World War III is right here brewing. Okay, you can see clearly, you know, we're gonna enter another government shutdown. All right, so that's going into Jacob's trouble. All right, martial law. All right, all the signs are right here.
Hey,
All right.
to your point, Slaki,
Yeah,
to
you
touch
got
on,
it.
bro,
You got
just for edification's sake, I guess the government came to an agreement last night.
Yeah.
Because the government was about to have a shutdown
Yeah.
if they couldn't come to an agreement by 12 a.m.
Huh.
But I guess they put like a temporary bill into place
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
just
Get
to
the fuck
keep
outta
the
here,
can
man.
down the road.
Yeah.
Hey, Lord gonna
They did
shut
come
this
to
shit
an
down.
agreement.
Salaki, bro. Lord gonna shut this shit down, man. Cause I was looking at the shit like, look at these fucking motherfuckers prolonging shit.
Yeah.
Lord gonna get shit started, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, huh?
Because you got the diseases out there, you know, the bird
You
flu,
see that? You
disease X. So, although, you know, they may have their agreements, of course, he's gonna, you know, the Lord's gonna have his way to actually, you know, shut this bad boy down. Some way, somehow. The Lord might have, you know, these heathens, you know, hit this place with an EMP, a pocket nuke. This party's gonna get started somehow. The Lord's gonna get it going.
gonna get it going.
Some way, somehow, you know.
Yeah. That's why you got this flu shit coming out.
Yeah.
It's like the same story of 2019 leading into 2020. The Lord, because I remember I told the woman, I was like, the Lord had to fucking shut everybody's mouth in 2020. Shut shit down. And I say, those that knew the Lord, excited. Like, Lord, you heard us. And the niggas that didn't know the Lord got shook. We're about to shut this shit down again. And we're worse than we were 4 years ago. Trump about to get back in there, if he even fucking gets back in there. Even if he don't, everything is on the table. Russians literally called out America as a hostile nation, an enemy for the first time in history. You got nuclear wars closer than ever.
Right.
Everybody knows who the fuck is who. The dollar has been disbanded by many nations. BRICS is online. So it's about to be a hell of a year, 2025. Niggas is in trouble, like the Russian choir said. Niggas is sleeping. So expect great things to happen in 2025. We may even stop preaching. I believe it's that close.
You got it.
Now, it says, from Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 14, the great day of the Lord Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, is near. It is near and hasted greatly.
We're hastening for the day behind Hashem Yahushai. They were waiting on that.
It says, even the voice of the day of the Lord Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly.
See that? So even the mighty men, okay, these top soldiers, special forces, tough, soldiers around the world, okay, they're gonna be crying bitterly. So how much more women and children and just your regular civilians out here?
Hey, like
You got it.
but just to back that up, you look over the past few months, how many leaders in these different nations got took out in Russia?
Yeah.
Taking them out generals.
Another general, yeah.
Third
Yeah.
in command, Iran, Lebanon, Syria now.
Right.
So it's a, like, just backing up what you're saying. It's in that we in that time.
That's it, King,
bro.
yeah.
Hey, and the brothers, it mentioned hasten. It said the day of the Lord hasteneth, right? Are we still in all those years that the apostle deemed?
That was
Year
it,
of the prophecy,
yeah.
year of the push, year of the hastening, the coming of Yahweh by Shema Shai. So all that is getting more and more, it's going faster. You ask the motherfucker in the world, goddamn shit. It's like I was just blowing the goddamn New Year's shit now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going
Because
fast.
the Lord's fucking getting sick of this bullshit, man. And he taking out these fucking generals and leaders. He's like, you bitch ass niggas don't want to go to war all of a sudden? Well, I'm gonna take you niggas out, man. And I'm gonna put in the ones that do want to go to war.
Yeah.
Because the Lord been ready to go, and it said his voice. That's going into the chariots and the missiles and the lasers. That's going to be the voice of the Lord talking to you people in judgment. But the voice is also the men of the Lord. We getting weary and fucking tired of saying the same thing over and over again. You can hear in brothers' voices, we're tired. You can hear in the apostles' voice, they're tired. I'm fucking telling you stupid people the same thing over and over again. We ready to see it happen.
Right.
Go ahead, huh?
Backing off to those leaders being taken out.
Yeah.
That dude that assassinated that healthcare dude. A lot of people are pretty much like
Praising.
like making like memes of him, like he's a hero and shit.
It's like go that the movie Contagion where when the one dude was like the president and shit, they had him on the posters and
Right.
shit. That dude's a hero now. Hey, we literally entering into 2nd Esdras 15:16. They ain't regarding kings or princes. Go ahead, huh?
You got it.
Come on, verse 15. It says, that day is a day of wrath.
See that? So what happened to as a cut to all you wacky tacky Christians out there? I thought, God's all love. Okay, it's a day of wrath. Okay, the Lord's very upset, There's a lot of sick, debauchery stuff going on out there.
Yeah.
This place ain't right. It's completely out of course. It's completely out of control. It's over the top.
Yeah.
So the Lord's like, you know what? That's it. The Lord's gonna bring the ruckus.
Hey, that's why mental health is at like it's like a mental health crisis right now. Because everybody money
Yeah. Hey, out there, what's the word? Is the word in the Bible? It means that what you said, mental health. What's the word? They're languishing.
Oh yeah.
People are that's literally in the script. That's what people are going through. They wailing, they languishing, bro. They don't know what it is.
Also, the love of many is waxing cold, man. People ready to just crash out.
Hey, Shark, can you get that word? What did you just say? You just said it.
Love of many waxing cold.
Waxing cold. The cold part. Go to that, bro. It goes into the Greek psycho. People are losing their fucking psyche, and they going psycho. Go ahead,
You got it. You got it.
It says, verse 15. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress.
Trouble and distress, okay? Not a time of peace and love. All right, time of war. All right, judgments. So you gotta understand.
That's right, and just to add, and the core of the trouble coming is for you Israelites out here, man.
Yeah.
That's right. The Lord's gonna start at His house first. So this is why you have those these mass deportations and all that. That's who you think that's coming from. That's right. Trump's bringing that in, but who you think's who you think's behind that? Who you think's the boss behind this thing?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It says, a day of wasteness and desolation.
Wasteness and desolation. Okay, from all these wars. Okay, you got famine. People are going to be committing cannibalism out here. All right, wasteness and desolation. I mean, a desert, wasteland. These big old metropolis cities out here are going to be brought down to nothing.
So like just right now, you got the homeless crisis is so bad that the sanitation is so bad that you got the rats forming up in these different areas where the food produce is, man. And the dude was saying like it's so serious that we need to do something about it because that's where all our food is coming from. You got a bunch of rats because you got these tents set up, trash everywhere. You got the Northern Kingdom illegal dumping trash from these construction sites. Yeah. So it's a lot of shit going on that people don't know, man. This place is already trash, bro.
Yeah.
It's dirty.
There's so many plagues in America that stupid ass people don't know that is going on because they're distracted and bullshit. That's why ain't nothing good no more. A movie ain't good enough to go see because the Lord is trying to tell you stop fucking looking over there and look right there. Like you can't hide from it no more. The drugs ain't fucking helping you. The drink ain't that good no more. War is literally in your fucking face. The chariots is literally on your TV screen. And if not on your TV screen, on your phone. Because the Lord knows niggas is on their phone all fucking day. So now the chariots is on there. What are these orbs? Well, they've been described to you, demon. And it's funny because in their ear, Ezekiel's will is in their ear now. They don't even know what that means. They just hear Ezekiel's will. Ezekiel, is that my cousin? No, nigga, Ezekiel the prophet.
Right.
Go into the book. Go ahead,
Con, you got it. Go ahead.
It says, a day of darkness and gloominess. A day of clouds and thick darkness.
That's right. From all the destruction, okay, all the smoke, okay, and from these ICBMs going off, and then let alone like how we just the Lord's coming when it's a day of darkness. Okay, the Lord's coming in those clouds. Okay, it's a very terrible day. Okay, it's a very terrible day for the wicked.
That's
Verse
it.
16. Verse 16. A day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers.
Yeah, because these devils are full of pride. All right, because you don't physically have physical walls like the ancient kingdoms. So the Lord's gonna bring down these devils' pride, because they think that we're gonna rule forever. But the Lord's gonna put an end to these Edomites' kingdom.
That's right. Verse 17. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai.
See that? Because that's the Lord, blinding these individuals out there. Because that's why a lot of people say, you got it, go ahead. You got it. Go ahead. But that's why a lot of people, they can't get it. You're like, oh, how come they can't get it? It's because the Lord is blinding them. Okay, the Lord has them being blocked off. So in other words, what that means is that they're on reserve. They were born in vain. Okay, so they were born just to be destroyed. That's why you say, well, how come they can't get it?
No, I'm just saying, Dave, because you're right, bro.
Yeah.
Like, because, one of the main things when you wake up to this truth is finding out what your purpose is, man. Like, where does your lot stand in the eyes of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai? And true indeed, to the brother's point, pursuing the scripture and pursuing the prophecy, 2/3 of our people were destined to be destroyed, man. Now, true indeed, all Israel shall be saved, but what does that mean for those that have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man? That just gives us a better chance to be, Lord willing, on the Lord's good side.
Yeah.
So don't squander your chance in that opportunity, because as the scriptures say, the same must know it after death by pain.
That's it.
And you got a lot of Israelites out there with the wrong mindset, man, when they come into this truth. Well, why do I got to teach? Why I got to go out there? I'm gonna be in the kingdom anyway. But you don't know what kind of terror the Lord can put on you, man.
Lazy piece of shit. And the Lord don't like no fucking lazy piece of shit too, man. Especially if you're a man. This fucking America made your ass weak as fuck. You laying under your goddamn woman, if you got one, or your fucking mama. Get your weak ass up and do something, man. Cause you don't want to get up and do Esau's labor. The Lord is gonna force your ass to get up or he's gonna kill you. That's what he's gonna do.
Yeah, the Lord's gonna find all you phonies out there. Those of you that you trying to hold on to that, like you said, like your moms and all that, whatever you're scared of losing, the Lord's gonna take that right from you.
Right.
You know, the Lord knows exactly how to break you down.
Right.
He's gonna
That's
break
right,
you guys
bro.
down.
You said it, bro.
Straight
And then
up.
these other groups, they only doing it not for the Lord, but for the fucking money that Esau is
That's
giving you.
it.
And the Lord gonna get you motherfuckers too, just like the brother said. They gonna take what you most care about in this world and gonna make you watch it be lost. And then they gonna take your ass out like King Zedekiah, that piece of shit, during his reign, man. Had his sons killed before his eyes, had his eyes plucked out, and took his ass to slavery, man. That's how it's going. Because it just goes to show you, like, the Lord, like, nigga, you trusting in the enemy more than me? Oh, then the Lord said, then I'll be your enemy. See, you don't want to make the Lord your enemy, man. He already know how fierce this devil is. And he gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna let the devil have his way with you then. I'm gonna turn my back on your ass. And you gonna see it. And that's what niggas gonna find out, that damn, this devil really don't love me. Nah, he ain't never loved you, nigga. He gonna love killing you, just like the Lord loves judgment and righteousness. And it's gonna be righteous in the sight of the Lord to kill you. Because you thought this was game?
Right.
Oh, no, you playing with the king of terror, the Godfather himself.
Man, I just love it. That's why I say be fully persuaded in your own mind. We know the scripture saying we're going to be blessed for the persecution for the Lord's name's sake, man. We see Esau building up a case. We see these documentaries coming out because they know they've been doing a diligent search, man.
Yep.
They know who is who through the Spirit.
And we searching them out, and it's beautiful how the angels have come down to really see who the fuck is who.
Right.
Didn't the angels come down during the Tower of Babel when they was trying to come together? But like the elder Yashawamba and the elders and the apostles say, when you extrapolate the scriptures, it had to be a righteous line of men just like now that was speaking against that fucking tower. Hey, because you gotta remember, Enoch was saying, well, the Lord gonna come back with 10,000 of his saints. Like, hold on, my nigga. Wait, he was telling you what it's gonna be. And he was so fervent in it, the Lord's like, I gotta take him from this time and translate him up out of there. It's getting too wicked. That's exactly what's going on right now. It's getting so fucking wicked that the Lord gonna come translate his men about this fucking place.
Yeah, and if I may add, you know what the brother said, you have to be fully persuaded in your own mind.
Yep.
Let me explain the importance of that. You know, because what's the importance behind that? Because you don't know where you're gonna be at in the time of shutdowns, martial law. You know, you can't just always depend on the brethren, because you may be separated. Okay, you may be separated from your family. You know, you may be put in a concentration camp. So if you're put alone, you have to be fully persuaded. Not just, oh, it's just a weekend thing. You have to really be in it. To win it, you have to be fully grounded. You have to have a strong foundation, because who knows where you're going to be at.
And that's beautiful.
Okay, so you have to really believe this thing.
You have to have your own personal relationship with Yahweh Shem Shai.
Right.
Because as the brother said, in that time of adversity, the Spirit's going to really try you and find you out, man, what you really believe.
Find you out, all right? Hey, that's beautiful. The brother's talking to the believers. Not to you other fucking groups that just is part of a fucking hangout or we getting together for a barbecue and shit like that. Like the brother said, you don't know where you gonna be or who you gonna be around in that time. A lot of you stupid Family Guy Israelites, you may not be with your fucking family in that time. Brothers always think about that.
Right.
I might be in the prison and my people somewhere else.
Yeah.
But I'm knowing that they're gonna be cool. I'm in the prison, fuck it. I'm here. Just like when Peter was in the prison and then he was at the gate, old girl didn't even believe it was Peter. She was like, hold on. And went to go tell the brethren and said, Peter is at the door. Like, oh, hell no, you tripping. No, surely that's his angel, though. No, he ain't that. But that's how crazy it's going to be for brothers to just appear. Like, nah, he can't be right there. Because we don't know where we going to be. You might be in the wilderness. You might be in a deep underground military base prison and shit. Yeah. You might be before judges and kings, chained the fuck up like the pictures that brothers be showing, where you got the chains on the feet, chains on the hands and shit, got the fucking orange jumpsuit before judges and kings cursing their ass out. Motherfucker, you already knew who we is about. A lot of these other groups ain't ready to stand before these judges and kings and tell them to their face, like, yeah, everything we said, I stand on that.
Right.
I ain't fucking backpedaling and shit. Yeah, America's gonna be destroyed. Thus saith the Lord. We ain't about to do nothing on our own. Right. The Lord is gonna destroy this place.
That's right.
Go ahead,
Go ahead, Kassan.
This is Revelations 3:3. Remember, therefore, how thou hast received and heard and hold fast.
Read that again, huh?
It's Revelations 3:3. Remember, therefore, how thou hast received and heard and hold fast, and repent. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee.
Bro, break that down, Kasai. Break it down.
You got it.
I'm gonna read it again. This Revelations 3:3. Remember therefore how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast and repent. Like the brother said, it ain't talking about the brothers in this scripture. This is individual. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be around brothers soaking up game, soaking up the information that they putting out there, and you bring it in to build yourself up in the spirit for that day, that when you gonna have to use it. Like the brothers and the apostles used to go in 2 years ago about the spiritual bank account that we all sowing into and we building up. Because in that day, that's what we're gonna be relying on. Like the brother said, you don't know where you're gonna be at. You might be in a place that's unfamiliar. You might not have money, might not be your thing. You know, it's gonna be strictly off faith.
Hey,
The scripture say where your heart is, pretty much your treasure. Your treasure also.
Yeah. Hey, that's the spirit, bro. Cause you say we putting into this bank account. Niggas in the world got a 401k, but we got the 441k that we putting into, you know. So we can go on retirement the right way. So that's what we doing. In that time, we gonna be able to withdraw from the bank for faith.
If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief. Like the brother was saying, we don't know when it's gonna happen. We just know that something's building. It's something building up, and it's going to accumulate to these prophecies. But the day, the hour, the month, you know, the year, we can't tell you. We just know that it's soon, judging off of the things that we see in the earth.
Yeah, that's right. And read that part again.
This Revelation 3:3. This Revelation 3:3. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee.
So if you're messing around in this thing, you know, to you phonies out there, you know, the Lord's gonna, you know, the Lord, He has you in a trip bag. Okay, the Lord's not gonna just, you know, give you warnings. No, He's gonna hit you in the thief in the night.
Hey, you know what's crazy about that, Doc? Like really just thinking and pondering about that. You know how blinded you have to be about what's going on around you to be surprised when the Lord actually shows up.
Exactly.
I mean, you got chariots, you got riots, you gonna have brothers with spiritual powers. You got all this going on around you, but you still gonna be surprised when the Lord shows up. Like how much in darkness do you really gotta be in?
For real.
Like really think about that, man.
Yeah. Exactly. Because if you really can't see that, you know, there's nothing really else to say besides, you know what? We'll see you on the other side. In layman's terms, we'll see you later.
See you later.
That's nothing more to be said. You know, what else can we say? Trust in the Lord. Straight up.
I got a quick one just going into what Kasai just said. This is 2nd Ezra 8, beginning at verse 62. And it reads, These things have I not showed unto all men, but unto thee, and few like thee. Then answered I and said,
see that? Because right there, that's for the elect. Okay, because just like it tells in the book of Romans, all right, it's not for everybody. All right, so the elect are receiving it. The 2/3 are literally being blinded, okay, from the Lord because they are born to pain. They're born to be destroyed. They're on this side to receive their judgment. You know, it's a very serious ordeal. You know, so it's not necessary that, you know, they don't want the Lord don't want them.
That's right.
All right?
Bro, and that shows you that the Lord is truly a man of war. The Lord don't have to just wage war and start zapping cities and shit to nothing. That's the last cherry on top for the Lord. Now, a man of war is a strategic mastermind. The Lord is literally using deception against his enemies. Now, there's false prophets out there, like the apostles say. There's more false prophets and false teachers out there than the real prophets and teachers. If you're smart enough and wise enough and the Lord loves you and is dealing with you, you're going to be able to see the real teachers, even through all the bullshit. But if the Lord doesn't want you, you're gonna fall into the trap of Johanna, Nate, fucking Sakari, the Genesis. All right?
Because you have to ultimately know that, those false prophets are, they're doing their job. You know, they're set up by the Lord to deceive those groups, those masses that the Lord is rejecting.
And the Lord hates you. Yeah, the Lord hates you. He set you up to fall among them. Even though He's gonna take them out too, they're a necessary evil.
That's it.
To trap niggas up, because the Lord think, oh, these niggas think they slick, and they just gonna get the truth in and gonna slide into the kingdom. No,
right.
I'm gonna have them slide into Nate, General Yohana, Sakari, these other groups, and get destroyed any fucking way. Even though they know that they're Israel, I'm still gonna kill them.
And so like, that goes back into seeking the Lord, being fully persuaded with your own mind. You got a lot of people lying out here, but that shouldn't stop you from pursuing the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and also too, got to add, just to back you up, bro. That doesn't mean that there aren't members of the elect in these other groups.
That's right.
Because there's members of Great Millstone and even affiliates that started in these other groups and came out of that madness,
And like you said, and like you said, Zach, get the fuck out your own goddamn head. Fuck a group and shit like that. I want to see the Lord because I want to see it.
Right.
I want these brothers to love the Lord like I love the Lord. I don't give a damn. Ain't nobody gonna stand in the way, like Paul said it. Not death, not life, not things present, no things to come. It ain't gonna stop me from seeing the Lord. Fuck all that, cause niggas is stayed by their stupid ass woman or punk ass children or this stupid ass life. Me and us brothers talking about like niggas is happy to come back to the job next year, so to speak. I don't give a fuck if we never go back. I don't give a shit because I'm ready to see. I'm ready to see the Lord. I'm tired. Brothers is tired of this shit.
Right.
But these other fucking groups ain't tired of this society. That's why the Lord is showing the chariots all over the world like this shit about to be over. If you've been watching, you know how close it is.
Right.
If you ain't been watching, you don't know what the fuck time it is. You getting ready for roasted chestnuts on the fire and shit. We getting ready for the Lord to bring fire on the earth.
That's right.
Go ahead,
Go
huh?
ahead, Zion.
I'm just finish this out. This is 2 Ezra 8 and 63, and it reads, Behold, O Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, now hast thou showed me a multitude of wonders, which thou will begin to do in the last times, but at what time thou hast not shown me.
See, that's
As
wonder.
This brother was saying, we don't know the exact time when these things are going to come to pass.
That's why you gotta watch.
That's why you gotta watch.
That's it.
That's right.
That's it.
All right. Go ahead.
That's lucky. And part of that watching is continuing to call on the Lord, to look for the Lord, man. That's like you hit up a chick, you think she born, you go, I'm gonna go to the Lord.
I'm glad this brother mentioned the chick. You love when your chick hits you up like good morning, King. Like, you know, I'm cooking this and shit, yo. So we gotta be the Lord's main woman hitting them up. Like, how you doing, Lord? Like, King. Like, you gotta hit up the Lord all the time. Like, Lord's like, so you really want me to pull up though? Like, what you gonna be wearing? Like, the Lord gonna pull up.
My favorite garment.
Yo, you gotta
Say
come
we like
on.
that woman sleeping at the door.
Yeah. I'm here. Like, oh, all right. Man. He's stepping out the door like, oh, right. Oh, that's literally what the Lord gonna see his woman like, looking ready, like ready to see the Lord. Other niggas is sleeping. Other niggas
we
looking like these bitches with house shoes and shit on. You know.
So like, because this is compared to a marriage. So we got to continue to clean ourselves the best way we can, you know, in every way.
And we gotta show ourselves that we love the Lord, because the apostles literally talking about in they sit down that Nate is calling on another name. Imagine you smash your woman down and she calling on another nigga, man. You gonna go, oh hell no. You gonna kick the bitch out and get on. Go with him. That's literally what the Lord gonna do with these other groups, bro. Go ahead, huh? Just had to bring that out, you know.
Quick precept. That's what I'm saying.
Got it.
This is
Why ain't the other groups talking about the chariots? Literally the chariots is our ticket home, and these other groups ain't talking about the chariots, bro. That goes to show you that you fucking other groups are like the fucking white man, like the heathen. You're dismayed at them. Why are you dismayed when that's your ticket out? It goes to show you, man. We know where your heart is in this world.
This is Baruch chapter 4 verse 28. Mentioned about seeking the Lord. It reads, "For as it was your mind to go astray from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, so being returned, seek Him 10 times more."
Yeah, so, consider yourself, be thankful for that, because, look at all of us have, committed sins unto death, our righteousness is filthy rags. So, really, be grateful for this thing and, go hard for the Lord, like you go, like you do at your job, I mean, come on, go go hard for the Lord. You know, I mean, really consider yourself because lucky. You know, because the majority of the world don't know the Lord, and just the fact that the Lord, that you even know the Lord, that He even acknowledged you. Come on, man.
That's major.
You know what more? Do you want? You know.
Right. Really consider what the brother's saying, man, because when you put that into perspective and you realize that this is the last time we're going to be in captivity, this is the last time we're going to be out preaching to the masses, preaching to our people, rebuking these nations, man. And after that, it's an eternal rest, Lord willing we make it.
Right.
So as the brother said, how much harder should you be going, knowing that this is the fourth quarter, man?
Right.
After this is game over.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Next time we die, we gonna wake up in the kingdom, man.
Yeah.
You know, whatever our lot may be, we're not gonna be in captivity again, man. I mean, these other nations.
And then backing off you, that's why the scriptures say labor now to enter into that rest.
Yeah.
Now it's time to put forth them works to show the Lord our faith, our fear and obedience to Him.
Brother said the fourth quarter, like
That's
the next time you see brothers, that they gonna have their jersey up there, like with the name on it. This is gonna be there forever, like yeah, you know, like he gonna be your house, your sigil and shit.
Damn.
You know, like you played in the last game. Yes, on the guard, you was like, I gave him my all in the fourth quarter, you know.
You're right.
And so like the scriptures also say, forgetting out all his benefits, man. That's on every level, man.
That's right,
Here it is. We coming into like what so-called Christmas. Brothers ain't in that spirit, bro. We get to save money.
Yeah.
People still buy us stuff. We
Yeah.
still take it.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, come on.
That's
We
right.
save money.
Yeah.
That's right, bro.
Tell it like it
Still
is.
take it.
You know what I mean?
Go ahead, Shemai.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Yeah.
This is St. Matthew chapter 7 and verse 13. It says, enter ye in at the straight gate. It says, enter ye in at the straight gate.
That's a straight gate. Straight, right there is that word. It's not straight like walk. The straight road. Straight is STRAIT. So straight. It's the path of difficulty. All right. So it's not going to be easy. Well, that's why these 2/3. They sell out. Like Nick Cannon. They put pressure on him. He folded like a lawn chair. See that? So that's the thing. You have to understand. It's through much tribulation must be into the kingdom.
That's right.
If,
That's right, bro.
The Lord said, if no servant is greater than his master. Okay, if they persecuted him, they're gonna persecute us.
That's right.
All right, but they're not. Every brother has their own personal test.
Right.
Yeah,
But just
right,
know
right.
that we got to go through the narrow. Okay, we got to go through the narrow. You have to understand that it's not. Yeah, you have to get to the kingdom.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's right.
All right, so.
It wasn't easy for David and even Saul, like those, we know him as wicked King Saul, right? But at the first he was humble. The Lord chose him and he fought the wars. It wasn't easy for Saul on down to David to establish that kingdom. It didn't just like David just walked in the land and the kingdom was established. No, he had to go to war and fucking fight the enemy on all fucking fronts, had to fight our own people, and then the kingdom was established. And by the time Solomon ascended to the throne, there was peace. So it goes to show you that through much tribulation to enter into this kingdom, it ain't gonna be an easy road to establish a kingdom, bro.
Right.
A world, a planet-wide kingdom. It ain't gonna be easy. Niggas think taking the bag of the enemy gonna establish a kingdom. No, we have to take. It said the saints gonna what? Take the kingdom. It ain't gonna be handed to us and shit like that. We gotta take the kingdom. And that's what the brother's saying. We understand that. That's why we say the house of David. Because for David in that era to establish peace, they had to put work in.
Right.
For the judges during that time to get into the land with Joshua, it had to be work had to be put in.
Hey.
Work had to be put in. So that's why the apostles and the elders are going so hard. That's why brothers are going so hard to put in the work now, so that we can enjoy the kingdom then.
That's right, because you gotta see what we're about to receive.
Yeah.
Immortality.
Yeah.
Power and dominion over the heathen.
Huh.
So the Lord's not just gonna, give it to us. Because if something is just given to you without you working for it, you're not gonna truly appreciate the value.
Hey, listen to
All
this,
right?
brother. This is Issachar.
So this is
gotta
why
work
the
for
Lord's
it.
doing what He does. Just let the Lord, do what He's doing.
See, Issachar works.
Just the process.
Issachar works, right? But all the tribes can take the spirit of Issachar and work. Like, if Issachar working and fucking building up Esau's kingdom and getting the weak ass check like we all get, how much more working for the Lord, the master of the universe, to get everything. I mean, everything.
Yeah.
Man.
No, you gotta do it like Saladin.
Everything.
Right.
Yeah, what does Jerusalem mean to you? Nothing. Everything. Come on, man.
Yeah.
See, our people mean everything to us. But how much more to the Lord? Lord's like,
right.
"Hey, you love
Yeah.
my creature more than I."
That's right.
That's right.
Like, come on, because the Lord loves His people, but like you said, we gotta earn it.
Right.
Because it's just like you got sons. This brother IR, you got sons. This brother Shemai got sons. Brothers that got children, but preferably sons. You want them to earn it. You got hold of it. I ain't getting nothing easy.
Yeah.
The perfect example was Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying?
He's the firstborn.
Scriptures say the captain of our salvation was made perfect through sufferings.
Hey, to bring many sons unto glory.
Huh.
And then and how were they made perfect? Through
Sufferings.
You just said it.
Right.
But the suffering means something. They ain't
Yeah.
just suffering to death.
It ain't to
And then it's
destroy
over.
us.
No, it's suffering
To purify us.
to pure.
Hey, but even that scripture you just quoted is heavy. Bringing many sons to glory. But what about the rest of the nation? Who's the many that is specifying?
Woo!
It's that same many who Yahweh Shai ransomed his life for, as it says
right.
in the book of Matthew, man. It's the elect. That's a small number, man.
Bro, and he literally paid the price for those that he knew, like, they worth it. It's just like, you know, these are worth it. Like, I'm willing to die, but they gonna forward it to the next side.
Right.
What Yahweh Shai say? Hey, surely you will drink in this cup.
Right.
Like, oh, you want to, hey, I don't know, you want to be on the ride the level, you going to drink this cup.
That's
You
right.
going to get this cup.
But him even saying the cup, all right, going into what the Apostle Paul says, when you suffer with the Lord, when you suffer with the Lord, means that you have an intimate relationship with Him. Like, you close to the Lord in the time when nobody else sees what you're doing with the Lord. The Lord is like letting you know deep and hidden things. Then He say you're going to drink the cup. When you drinking the cup with it, bro, like going past that down there. Like you drinking the cup, like you literally right there with the Lord.
That's
Like,
that trial by fire. Like brothers that have played sports or have been part of a team know that when you build that camaraderie is with the same brothers you go to hell week with, sweat at practice with, and you suffer, you build
Believe
that
me.
bond, man. It's the same thing in the spirit.
Right.
So we're going through these trials and tribulations, man. We need to be perfected as Yahweh Shai was perfected.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, and when we go through our specific trials and chastisements, you know, according to our lot, the Lord is going to see His reflection in us, man. We should be ready.
That's when your true spirit is revealed.
hey, bro. Hey, he's like, look, down there. He's like, I don't see nothing. This is my own reflection. No, look. Hey, every brother gotta be in that spirit. Like, when you look in the mirror, you gotta see y'all by Shine looking back at you. Like, you gotta ask yourself, am I doing what's required of me? Am I doing everything I can for Yahweh Shema Shine?
That's right. So not only, you know, the Lord having us, you know, earn it, work for it, but it's education because He's showing us, okay, because we're going to be judges of the earth next. We got next. Remember, you got to understand that. So He's showing us what it is to, we're experiencing this is what happens when the wicked rule. So, because a perfect judge understands both sides. And now we understand it. So not only is by the Lord just saying, okay, that's the wicked, but there's no better way to teach you but by experience. You know, so we can actually, you know, because we lived here, we experienced it. So, you know, it's not just like a story told to us, like, shit, we're here, we experienced it. So that's why on the other side, we're going to be proper and, you know, perfect judges, because we're going to understand both sides.
Appreciate
See that?
righteousness.
That's
That's
it.
it.
And we're going to know how to set up righteousness. That's it.
That's the only way to be a judge, because when a motherfucker commits adultery, you be like, death! And then you, oh, please, we ain't gonna throw the nigga in the prison for 50 years because you know how that feels when it happened to you. Like, death! Kill this fucking guy. Like, you know how the dude feeling. Like, take this motherfucker out, man. Because you know how adultery feels. Like, damn. And when it happened to brothers, we felt, like, damn. Now we know how we did the Lord.
Yeah.
So that make you even more like a proper judge, because you felt that.
Yeah.
And when you eating that swine and shit, you fucked up, your woman bloated, she ugly, your children through, you like, fuck that, man, fuck that.
Yeah.
Don't eat that bullshit, it's bullshit. You know that it's bullshit. I bet it tastes good. No, it don't. We is lied to think the shit tastes good, don't taste good.
Yeah.
I tell you what tastes good.
That's it. Yeah.
I tell you else.
Yeah, because we're learning what not to do, you know? So that's it. You gotta-
Back in St. Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. It says, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat.
Yeah, so don't go with the group of the masses, you know? Doesn't matter the flavor of the week, baby. Just stick to the course. Stay on the path, you know? I mean, hey, you're going to become less popular, so what? Okay, it doesn't matter what this world thinks about you. Okay, it's what how Bashim Al-Shai thinks. That's right. All right, so, you know, let's say that persecution comes, you know? They try to humiliate, you know, us or whatever. That shit don't matter. Why do you care about these people? They're on death row. You know? I mean, why would you care about what these people think? I mean, they're disrespectful to parents, fucking degenerates. You know, so yeah, they're unbelievers. So why would you even care? You know, they don't care about the Lord, so why even care about them? You know, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
straight up.
Yeah.
Verse 14. It's all about the elect. It says, because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it.
That's it. The few. You know, the elect, the remnant of Israel. See, not all Israel, the few. You got it. All right, so I should read it.
Okay, come. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. Just straight to the point.
You got it.
It reads, there had no temptation taken you, but such as is coming to man. So when going through that straight gate, the Lord's not going to put more on any of us than what we can handle.
That's right.
It says, but the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will, with the temptation, also make a way to escape, that you may be able to bear it.
See, that's the Lord's saying, I got you, baby. You know, we all have our customized test. That's right. All right, so the Lord's like, hey, I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna put that little hell on you, but I got you.
Yeah.
You know, it's like those jewelers, you know. You're gonna put that in that fire, that gold and silver, not too much, but just enough.
Yeah.
So the Lord's like, I'm right here, you know, I'm right here. Just, you know, but I gotta, you know, I'm purifying you.
Oh, for real?
You know?
Because you can't destroy precious metal.
That's
You
it.
know, the longer it's in the fire, the more pure it's going to be.
That's it.
And that's the spirit, because that goes to show you, if you constantly catching hell, Lord might ease off you a little bit, give you some blessings and put more hell on you again. You can't think, oh man, Lord hates me. No, that means that your gold, your silver, precious stones, because the Lord can constantly throw you in the fire. If a nigga he threw in the fire, he gone and shit, nigga was wood, nigga was hey, nigga gone. But that, if you still here, after all these years, like the apostles, you still here, and you still going through the hell, you the gold, you the silver, you the precious stone.
Yep.
Just know that.
Yeah, that's why the apostles are worthy of double honor. You imagine how long? I mean, man, they've been, you know, diligent, you know, still out there. You know? I mean, imagine that. You know? Come on.
Just to land back, and when you do get like a little rest, that give you some prep time for the future test that you're going to go through, man. Yeah, so you got to have in your mind, like, this ain't it, this ain't the rest, but I can use this time to prepare mentally and whatever I got to do to get through the next challenge, you know?
That's right.
Yeah. That's hey,
don't stop.
You see how long the apostles have been out there, out warring? This has been a warring era, bro. 40 years, man, the apostles of Tar has been out there, man. The other apostles, a little, 30 or more. Or, for the elders, 30. Apostles of Tar, you know? Then you got us brothers that's been in a little bit. The brothers from 07 on down. About they in the teens, almost in the 20s. So brothers been warring for a very long time, but it's for something. The kingdom is nearly here. Our enemies is nearly vanquished, Doc. Now the air support is coming down finally. So it goes to show you how close we really are. Well,
it's like just a small example. It could be something small, like changing your diet, spending habits. You can't spend like money like you used to. Just little shit. You know what I'm saying? Like managing your time better. You know what I'm saying? That's just building it up. You know?
Lord's keeping us safe from bullshit. Shit we might have slipped in years ago. We don't slip in that no more. We're actually getting better. And like the apostles say, you got to grow in this thing. If you're the same person you was 5 years ago and shit, you ain't growing. That's not good. You got to grow. You got to get better. You got to know what's not good for you and what is good for you. And what's good for you, the Lord knows what's good for you. It's an ugly ass woman, he don't cast her ass out. If you two on that job, he'll be like, fuck that job and give you another job. Or have you without a job for a minute so you can trust him and then give you a better job. That's right. Or you in a weak ass house, he's like, oh man, fuck that house. I'm gonna give you a castle. So You got to get to a point where the Lord wants you at. And we literally all to a point where we're ready to leave all this shit behind. Go ahead,
Go ahead, son.
Okay, come. This is John chapter 16, verse 33. These things I have spoken unto you, that ye might have peace. That in me ye might have peace.
Yeah.
In the world you shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world.
The Lord is literally telling us about the war we fighting. In Yahushua we have peace. Like, we have peace of mind. Like, that's the ultimate soldier on the battlefield where he at home on the field and shit. Just he out there. But everybody else that's scared and thinking about they fucking woman solidly made at home and shit, you gonna get killed. You gonna be the first nigga in the body bag. We're at peace in our mind because we know what's coming. But yet in the world is a war on all fronts. And we constantly have that shield of faith on. All these other groups are gonna fall by the wayside out because they don't have faith.
Yeah, you see like that, if you guys ever seen that movie, that first Gladiator?
Yeah.
All right, before they went out there to go fight, that one dude who was all scared, was all peeing on himself, you know? He was the first one that was slain. You see that? So, yeah, I mean, if you're bugging out right now, if you can't handle it now, I mean, it hasn't, you know, the party hasn't even started yet. You know? This is just, like in St. Matthew tells, this is just the beginning of sorrows. The Lord's saying, I haven't got warmed up yet, baby. You know? So if you're tapping out now, see it, you know? Hey.
Beginning of sorrows and great.
Well, that is up.
Clean team. Lord about to come clean this up with the best of my destruction.
That's it. Spirit.
About to sweep niggas away, man.
You got it.
Go ahead.
This is the prophet Ezekiel chapter 18, beginning at verse 30. It says, therefore I will judge you, O house of Israel, everyone according to his ways, saith the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushua.
See that? Because the Lord is going to start at his house first. All right? So, yes, you know, according to your doings. You know? So, you know, no excuses. It's crunch time, you know? Time to tighten up, make the adjustments, and just make it happen. That's it, you know?
Hey, I'm glad you said that, make adjustments, because the way we moving, the minute of the Lord, you don't necessarily need Great Millstone on your name, but what Great Millstone is a camp of prophets and believers. I gotta say that again, a camp of prophets and believers. We don't give a fuck about nothing else like you other stupid ass groups about money and fame and clout. We don't give a shit about that. It's about the prophecy and believing that everything that's written is gonna happen. That's why we in the best seat, like the Elder Muazzam says, that we can be in. We just gotta sit back and watch what is already written, what we already been talking about, what our elders and apostles been talking about. We don't have to look for nothing else. That's the beauty of this thing. And everybody that ain't a part of us is gonna be fucking weeded out real soon. We don't need no fucking terrorist. We don't need none of that bullshit, man. The Lord is the king of terrorists. Let him terrorize. We just gonna prophesy. That's what we gonna do.
Yeah, and this another thing to add on that is that in this time that we're coming into, you gotta be ready to, you know, take some L's. You gotta be ready to adapt. Because let's say whatever, like, you know, you lose your job. Let's say you lose your house. You gotta be ready. So, you know, to if you gotta go on foot, hey, so be it. You know, so you gotta be ready for that. Okay. But the Lord's gonna guide us through that. But you know, we are gonna, you know, we are gonna have to take some L's. But that's all right. Just be ready to adapt. You know, and just trust in the Lord. He's gonna guide. He's gonna guide you.
That's what a soldier.
You gotta understand.
Part of the straight gate, man.
Yep.
You know, hell is a prerequisite to the kingdom. You can't get out of it. And I'll say this too. You know, it's beautiful. You know, our brothers go throughout our day. You know, we see 441, 144. That's beautiful. But know this, that every time you see that, hell is gonna follow. Because it's a trade-off. That's not gonna come just by, I believe. No, you have to show the Lord that you believe.
Woo! Right. Hey, how you gotta say what you said so many moons ago?
That's what I say.
What you said? You said that. You already know what the brother said. The Lord's gonna challenge you to believe. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Gotta challenge. The Lord's gonna challenge you to believe.
Right.
To put your trust in, because brothers ask for faith, right? Hey, brothers, pray for me, man. I have more faith, man. I'll be stronger. Well, the Lord gonna put you in a situation where you gotta be strong. Right. He gonna put you in a situation where you're gonna have to show faith. He gonna put you in a situation where it look like you about to lose everything. And your woman might be like, well, I'm leaving with the kid. You gonna be like, you gonna be hurt, but you like, whatever, go. Hey, but then again, she gonna be like, oh, we ain't going nowhere. And you gonna know, oh, that was a test. You gotta understand, like, you can lose everything, and you gotta be willing to lose everything. That's when the Lord is actually gonna keep everything that you care about around you. When you, like our forefather Abraham, his beloved son Isaac, but that wasn't his only son. So you gotta look at it in the context. He had Ishmael already, and Isaac, then he had the other son with the Torah, right? And then he specifically took Isaac out with him, and then he's like, Father, where's the ram? Where's the sacrifice for the Lord? The Lord will provide, my son. And he knew you the sacrifice. And he had to go down there all the way, our forefather Abraham, to show the Lord, I believe. Right. The Lord gonna take us that far. Right. Believe. Say your woman and children walk out like, Dad, they really going, fuck us. And you gonna turn around, and the Lord literally gonna be standing like, you gonna go too? Like he told the disciples, like, you gonna lead too? Yeah. It's gonna get to a point where these other groups gonna tuck in their fucking friend shirts and shit like that, and brothers is gonna be in that 2020 spirit again. Like, damn, what is gonna happen? Brothers had to put 10 toes down, like, I believe, I don't give a fuck what's going on right now. And then the Lord come through and showed that he was with brothers, man. We had to get the juicy juice. We knew it was coming too. We was like, oh, watch these niggas say they gonna take away our job, but we don't get the shit. And the Lord always provided a way. So we just gotta believe. What did Yahushua tell the leader of the synagogue when his daughter was sick? He said, Lord, I need you to come down, my daughter's sick. He said, fear, because the dude was bugging out. He said, fear not. Only believe. Like, do you believe I can do it? Believe. See how the Lord put people on the table? He is literally physically there and still told them, watch me work. But you gotta believe. I ain't gonna do nothing if you don't.
And Peter was literally walking on water, and when he got back out, that's when he started to see. But it showed you that movie that showed The Chosen, and he was like, Lord, why you keep testing us like this? Like, why you keep doing this? He was like, that's how your faith is built up.
Right.
Like this brother always say, the X-Men, remember they had that danger room? Lord was gonna constantly throw us in that danger room and see what's your power. Right. What power do you really got? What is our power, brothers? What is our power? What is our victory over this world? Even our faith. That's a power. That's a superpower. Because faith, like the apostle say, we ain't about to just have one ability and shit. Right. Faith, you have all abilities. When you have faith, you can do anything.
Faith the size of a mustard seed can move mountains.
Woo! Right. There it is, right?
Brother about to be an earthbender, see right there. That's right. Brother can walk on the water, water bender, you know?
I'm trying to be beers, man.
Brother gonna try to fly,
I'm trying to Hakai something.
Yeah.
Right. See, because faith is very precious, you know? Yeah. Because you can't just go to Bonds, go down aisle 7 and say, you know what, I'm gonna buy some faith. Okay, you can't do that. You know? You can't go to the store and say, you know, I'm gonna buy some faith. You can't. You know, it's a gift given to you from Yahweh Shemi outside. Right?
Even when niggas in the world that got faith in their money, they still have to work for it. Yeah. So you still gotta put in some type of work.
For something.
Right.
For that woman you want, you gotta put in work, right? For that job you want, you gotta put in work. For that car you want, you gotta put in work. For that body you want, you gotta put in work. So how much more in the physical? You know, because our physical body has to eat. Just like our physical body has to eat, but we got to put in what? Work to get to those things. All right, so back to you.
This Matthew 25. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom, and 5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps.
Go ahead, break that down.
Come on. Well, land backing off of you, you know, you spoke on how you can't buy faith. The oil is represent faith in this parable, and the 10 virgins are representing the different men who got knowledge of this truth. but 5 were wise and 5 were foolish. Verse 5, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered. Sorry, 4. This Matthew 25 and 4. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet them.
That's right. That's Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is coming at midnight. Because right now you gotta understand we're entering the night hour. Okay, of martial law when Esau's about to shut down society. Okay, but the midnight is when Yahweh Shai gets here. Right, that's when it's game over.
That's right.
And it also represents waiting, because you go into the ancient world when a man betrothed the wife and he went to prepare his home, his land. He would prepare an extra part of the land for him and his woman, and then his future children on his actual land, along with his father and his father's property. That's why you have even in the book of Proverbs, it said a man of a poor estate. What is an estate? Isn't that not land? And like a homestead, almost. So those virgins waiting on the bridegroom, you had to go when the bridegroom called you. You couldn't go, oh, well, let me get my clothes and shit. You had to be ready right then and there. That's why I said when the cry was made, they had to go quickly. In the ancient world, you had to go. You couldn't go, oh shit. And look how he came in the middle of the night. Because you didn't know when the bridegroom was going to come. The ones that had no oil, they thought, oh, well, the bridegroom could come tomorrow. I can just go buy something and shit. But in the ancient world, the reason those men told the foolish to go buy and sell, because they knew, nigga, ain't nothing open right now. Everything closed down. We got the oil though. Right. And then Yahweh Shai say that you take the oil both from new and old. The old oil was already burning out. The new they put in there. That goes into the Old and New Testament. We still believing on what the Lord is yet gonna do. Niggas already know what the Lord did. He came, right? Nigga can say Christ and all that bullshit. That ain't the Lord's name. We looking at what the Lord is going to do. Not Christ. Yahweh Shai is going to do these things written that ain't been done yet. We already know what the Lord did. What's he going to do? That's what we're talking about right now. That's what we're bringing out. We're trimming our lamps. We're getting prepared and ready for the Lord to come back again.
That's it. We're heralding in the second coming of our Lord.
That's it.
Get ready to meet, greatness.
Yeah.
Get ready to meet the Lion of the tribe of Judah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's funny, it said they heard the cry made.
That's right.
The Lord, we hearing the Lord's voice, like, I'm coming, like, y'all getting ready or what?
Right.
The foolish ones is all tripping and scared and shit.
It's gonna go into it.
Don't go
ahead. Matthew 25 and 6. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet them, or meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us your oil. Give us of your oil, for our lamps are going out.
See that's so right there, trimming your lamps. You have to make the adjustments. Okay, get rid. If you got distractions, things that are getting in the way from you fully, coming to this thing and serving the Lord, you need to cut that off.
Yeah.
And you need to cut that off now.
Yeah.
Because time is short. All right. So you gotta go, work, do what you have to do. But you have to, let's say if you watch sports too much, there's nothing wrong with watching sports, but if you're indulging in that too much, you need to cut that off.
Yeah.
Okay? You got to cut off the things that are, distracting you from fully coming into this thing.
That's right.
Yeah. And then that oil, they want, to give us, our oil. Yeah, right. You have to work out your own salvation.
Right.
Sweat up here and trembling. You can't just, you can't come into this thing a different way.
Right.
All right? Here's an example. Let's say, you have a family, a family barbecue, right? Everyone's gonna come into that front door. All right. Let's say if somebody, and then here's some weirdo that comes in through the upstairs bedroom, like, hey, look at this dude right here, So that's what these 2/3, and they're trying to come in some other way, trying to come in sneaky. So imagine you're at the party, and you see, get together, and you see someone coming through the window, like, yo, what's up with this dude, So right away, that's shady. Right away, you're off.
Yeah.
You know? So you got to come into that front door, that straight gate.
Yeah.
See, but you 2/3 are saying, give us some of your oil. You guys come into the upstairs bedroom. Like, nah.
Hey, that's
You know, like, what's up with this dude?
Salakia.
Yeah,
I
you got
thought that scene in Friday After Next where he was dressed up as Santa Claus.
Yeah.
He was stealing people's shit. I just like,
Hey, but that's what these niggas is trying to do. They think they can steal our blessing at the end and shit. Like, no, nigga. And you gotta remember, in the ancient world, oil was expensive.
Right.
So we ain't about to just give you our oil that we paid for.
Yeah.
You know, like, how do we pay for it? With our time.
That's it.
See, the faith that we getting to know Yahweh Shemashai is near, and that them orbs ain't just fucking orbs and lights. Those chariots.
That's right.
We had to build that. We had to buy that with our time to understand what those vehicles are. We ain't like the fucking world. I don't know. I'm good. We know.
Right.
So we ain't about to just get at to you fucking clowns and shit that called us faith-based and y'all bugged out and you're a sea theorist. No, well, we ain't no sea theorists no more. Now it's closer than it's ever been, and now you want us to give you what we have, faith.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't give you our faith. You gotta have your own faith.
Right.
That's why brothers were saying work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. See, every brother's been in a situation where only the Lord can bring him through.
Right.
And now that brother's faith is stronger than ever. The brother literally 10 toes down now for Yahweh Shemashah more than he ever was.
See that? Yeah, see, because we're out here, we're working for it, we're really putting time and energy into this. That's why that word love there is actually, it's a verb. You have to actually put in. Right. You have to show the Lord. Okay, you ain't got to be all, Superman. There's different offices, there's different levels to this thing. Yeah. But, the thing is, are you in or out? You got to put a little effort. Yeah. See, that's, so we're really working for this, and here comes a 2/3 asking for our oil, eating chili Fritos, like, here, give me some of your oil. Like, yeah, right. You lost your mind or what?
It's mainly these ugly ass other camps, man. Yeah. You niggas been playing this whole time, but we can't give you our faith.
Right.
Brothers have mentioned that many a time. Like, nigga, I can't give you my faith. You don't know what road I've walked. You can't walk in my shoes. I can't walk in this brother's shoes. Shoot, hey, the youngest brother in the camp, his faith might be stronger than all of our faith because of what the Lord brought him through. And that's wonderful because that's the Lord, his personal relationship with that brother. And that brother's personal relationship with Yahweh Shemashah. You can't take that away from the brother. Even death won't sever it from that brother. That's why the elect is literally willing to die if we have to. For the Lord. We don't give a shit about this life, man. Right. You other groups fucking care about this life because your heart is in this world. Our heart is with the Lord, man.
Go ahead.
This Matthew 25:7. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps.
Woo!
And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you. But go ye rather to them that sell, and buy for yourselves.
Man.
And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came. So at the last second, they trying to get it.
They trying to get
shit.
Yeah. Hey, bro, but you read a key word. It said, but the foolish. Now you going to the word fool. What does that mean?
Right.
He that believeth that there is no power.
That's right.
They thought the Lord was never going to return. But now that the Lord is returning, you want the very thing that he requires. Faith. And you can't get it. Like you say, you can't go into a bonds and get it. It has to be in you. It has to be given to you from the Lord.
So right there, that's exactly, because, Jake, you guys are the biggest procrastinators, Like, it's like the test is coming. You had, you got a test coming. You had 2 months to study for it, and now here comes the test tomorrow morning. Now you're trying to study. The final night.
What's the answer to number 7?
Yeah,
So trying to cheat and the nigga drunk too.
I seen 2 videos. I didn't watch the videos, but I seen the thumbnails. One of the videos, the one guy put in the title MOTB. And then the other video, I guess IUIC was going into the Kazarma. So like the brothers going to that test don't come. While y'all niggas bullshit, y'all gotta really understand what time you're with.
Yeah, you're not affecting us. You're only affecting yourself. Yeah. You gotta understand that. So I mean, hey, you know, you guys have throw words at us, it don't matter.
Hey,
Because
man, don't try to switch up too in that day too.
Yeah.
To try to make us feel guilty when all hell's breaking loose. Oh, if you a man of the Lord, bring it down for me so I can. Nah, man, now's the time to get it.
Right.
Because in that day, I ain't saying shit, man.
Right.
You, the time to teach and to get it is right now, while we on the highways and hedges, man. That's why the scriptures are specific when it says there's going to come a famine on the word, man.
Yeah.
Okay, you last minute bruise, man, trying to cram and get at the last minute. Y'all done for, man.
Right.
Yeah, or whatever you want to call
Hey,
it.
for real, bro. I'm glad you said that. For real.
I can see it now. I know, man,
Yeah.
niggas,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, and Aok, and according to what? See, we go into prophecy. The prophecy literally says that the Lord is gonna make our tongues cleave to the roof of our mouth. We ain't gonna be able to talk to you niggas even if we wanted to.
Right.
We gonna go right around your ass like, nigga, get out of here.
Right.
We gonna be like a mute person and shit.
Yeah.
We gonna be like a mime and shit. Like,
Yeah, we
don't get the
hazard
fuck
our
on.
lives week in and week out, gave up our time for Slip family, for the sake of the Lord. You just want to come in the last minute and download all the information we got over years and years of diligence.
Hey,
It don't work like that, Jay.
of fighting too, like bitch ass nigga, you know, like the soldiers is coming back, right, with the shields on their back, you know, with the spoil, with the gold and all that from the different lands that they came from, and you gonna have a weak ass nigga that didn't even go to fight, gonna try to act like he one of the soldiers and shit. They gonna pull that nigga out the lineup like, nigga, get your ass out. You ain't gonna fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like what you seen on the battlefield cannot be unseen. Right? Only the men that was there gonna be like, yeah, I remember that. Remember that motherfucker went on the elephants go? Yeah, you don't remember that.
Yeah.
The nigga that wasn't even there, like, yeah. Like, what did the elephant look like? It was on his back, nigga.
Yeah.
You wasn't there.
Yeah, try to-
Nah, man. You wasn't there, clown.
Exactly.
And like Mike Collins said, he said, man, I gave all my 20s for the Lord. And I'll do it again.
Right.
And then he also said, every brother gonna want to have a story at the table of Yahweh Shai. Like everybody gonna have a war story, how he made it through, how Yahweh Shai was there for him. It's gonna be written in the Chronicles of the King
Right.
for all time.
See that?
And 3 times at the gates of Valhalla open for me. Like, I'm gonna sit at the table of the kings for all time. So you're gonna want to have a story at that table, man. It ain't no room for cowards, man. And the Lord tells us through the scriptures in Sirach that in matters of war, don't talk with a coward about that. You don't want to hear about that, man. That's why we talk about spiritual power, Jacob's trouble. That's some warrior type shit. A warrior is ready for that. Like this brother said, he said he had a dream that there was a robot, and all the brother thought in the dream was like, it's gonna be fun to take that motherfucker down.
Yeah.
That's a warrior right there. Another nigga, oh shit, the robot. Nigga, didn't you not hear that the Lord gonna bring new things on the earth that ain't never been seen?
Right.
Now we starting to see these things appear in our time. Like, we ain't never went up against robots before. Ain't never been a time of robots. But we gonna have to face these things.
I did not murder him.
So
Yeah.
So this right here is this is great mercy from the Lord to see the prophets still out here. Okay, because you scoffers out there that scoff against the prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Yep.
When the time of that famine comes, the word of the famine of the word. Okay, that's when you're gonna wish to see the prophets out here, because in that day it's gonna be judgment without mercy.
God,
The angels are gonna unleash holy hell on this place. They're gonna rearrange this place.
Because people already know that they're going to slack you. They can't trust Esau's media. So when he started coming down with great wrath, what do we have to explain at that point?
They're gonna seek out the truth at that time, as it tells you in Amos 8, that they gonna faint for the word. Like, you think niggas gonna faint for bread and shit like that, whatever. A nigga might be eating a goddamn bag of hot Cheetos or whatever, nigga still gonna be fucked up in his mind. It said that a man's spirit can heal his infirmities, but a wounded spirit, who can bear that? A nigga knowing that he had all the time in the world to get it right, and now it's too late, that's gonna fuck his ass up, man. And he gonna be looking for the brothers and not find them. That's gonna be a dread to a nigga heart, man. You know how you want something real bad when you was a child? You go up to the store and the shit closed, like, you start crying and shit like it's closed. That's what it's gonna be with this truth. And Israel know what the truth is, and they know who had the truth. And when they don't see him, they gonna be fucked up. And then say they do run into a brother, and the brother don't say nothing to him. Oh, man, get out the way, man. That's gonna fuck them up. Like, get out the way, man.
Unless you're one of them IG models in my algorithm.
Yeah.
Other than that, don't
Yeah, it's gonna be fucked up because I remember what us fucked up. Where's the love of the Lord? The love of the Lord is right here. We're here,
Hey,
but in that time it ain't gonna be there, man.
so like the scripture says, certain men gonna be put in prison, or certain men gonna be like pilgrims and be lifted up, man.
Yeah.
So it ain't gonna be no time for, hey, what's up, man? What's your name, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? You might, through the Spirit, you might, the Lord's mercy, but it's gonna be go time, man.
And you gotta remember, certain people at the 11th hour ain't gonna have to hear all the breakdown.
Right.
They just gonna know, Yahweh Shema Shai, that's all you need. Oh, and then they whole household saved just by that. See, that's what niggas ain't understanding. Fucking Nate and all you fucking clowns, man. Fuck you. You don't have to say shit. The apostles already said everything. Whoever's gonna get it, gonna get it. You niggas keep lying, and you gonna end up in a fucking prison. And I always think about that. There's gonna be a brother in Gray Millstone in the prison chilling, and there's gonna be them other niggas in the prison crying like, oh, we gonna get our head chopped off tomorrow. The brother gonna be like, right there, like, all right, I get my head chopped off, I'm coming back first. Where your house shot? Oh, who coming for y'all? Oh, Christ? Oh yeah, he ain't coming. Y'all Shai is coming. Niggas gonna know then. Where's your Christ? I thought the white man was your friend. Why he throw you in the fucking prison with me? You fucking clowns. Go ahead,
Go ahead, Kasai.
It's Matthew 25:10, and while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. So when they was out there looking for Nate and Johanna, you know, that's when Yahweh Shai made it time for us to be called up in those chariots, man. And ultimately, that's what, now is the time to train your lamps. It ain't, we trimming our lamps right now. It's too late when it's time to go out in the darkness, representing what? It ain't gonna be no more
internet, no nothing.
internet, no more blue letter Bible. You
Bro,
know?
that's when we gonna go silent. Cause if it's in the middle of the night, is everybody talking loud and shit? You just going to where the bridegroom is. You going to the gate of the city. So it's like it's in the middle of the night, right? The bridegroom is leading you to where your husband is. Like come this way. And they had their lamps to lead the way to, because it's in the middle of the night, as the parable says.
Hey, speaking of, Slack.
Go ahead.
I was just saying how you brought up no internet. You know, Trump was a big advocate for getting rid of TikTok. And now here it is, they're saying that we only have 6 weeks left of TikTok unless the U.S. buys it, otherwise it's going to be discontinued.
Bro.
But that's just the beginning, man. TikTok is a very heavy platform of bringing out the truth. Well, you got all these truthers, and this that, but the main platform is YouTube, obviously.
Hey,
but how long until YouTube? I mean, YouTube is on the countdown as well.
Hey, it's a means to an end, like the apostle says. And guess what? Everybody, not just these other groups, but literally everybody else is gonna be those foolish virgins because they didn't really believe in the Lord. They acting like they fucking prophets all of a sudden and shit, not giving credit where credit is due, not giving honor where honor is due. So when everything shuts down, who's still gonna have the truth of everything? The men of the Lord. That's why we gonna constantly have the lamps. We gonna be moving in the light when everything out here is dark.
Exactly.
And only the ones with the light is gonna be on the path with the light.
Hey, Akira, what you talking about?
Yeah. Bro, we literally gonna be hidden, but we gonna be seen.
That's keeping your eyes single. Knowing that your mind is fixed on the Lord, the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have it in our thoughts like, yeah, we going through this bullshit, but we know what's coming next, man.
Yeah, and that represents the darkness. And you gotta remember, in the ancient world, everything was closed that night. Nothing was open. Wasn't no fucking late night Jack in the Box and shit. No, everything was closed. Everybody was in their houses asleep. So if you going out to the city gates with the lamp, it's just you out there with whoever you with in your group going to the city gate. So the only ones that's gonna be out there moving in the midst of the dark when the doors are shut in the streets, everybody's scared and they don't want to leave, and that's when the elect is gonna be moving through all of that. That's why I said be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So because the pilgrims moving around, they know the way. That's why Yahushua told the disciples, hey, you know the way.
Yeah, like that movie, Book of Eli. You know, he kept on going. You know, and then what happened when they actually took the book from him? It didn't matter because it was already in him. You know, he knew where to go. What was guiding him? The Spirit. You know, that same thing. The Lord, the one is going to be guiding us through that time. Like
he's like, Hulk, who goes there? I have a King James Bible in my possession. Like,
Yeah.
you gonna have it in you. You don't know what's coming.
You don't know.
You ain't gonna be deceived by a fucking Project Bluebeam and some bullshit, man.
Exactly.
You gonna know what time it is.
Yep.
You gonna know.
And in that movie, he was literally walking by faith and not by sight.
Cause he's blind.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This Matthew 25:11. Afterward came also the other version saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, Verily I say unto you, I know you not. Woo! Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh.
You see that? Because that right there, you can't, you can't fake the funk with the Lord. Okay, you can lie to your boss, to your neighbors, but see, when the Lord gets here, you can't just be like, oh, let me come in here. The Lord's like, who the heck are you? You can't fake the funk with the Lord. He can see right through you like Scotch tape.
Yeah.
So you gotta understand.
That's the spirit.
Nothing to be, to play around with.
And that's a twofold script. The Lord gonna leave a lot of you bastards here when the elect gets beamed up, and also when you want those answers, like you know how you want something so bad you can't get it. The Lord's gonna be like, you have all the time in the world to get it.
Right.
Like you gonna be in that long ass line for the MOTB, and two sides of your fucking brain is gonna be like, is Great Millstone right? Nah, they ain't right. Nate's right. This Great Millstone right? Nah, Nate's right. This Great Millstone, you gonna get and you ain't gonna fucking know because your mind gonna be double fucking minded. And you gonna take the shit and you gonna be through. You gonna get that cancerous sore and then the missile's gonna be headed for your ass. Now, if you hold out, like these other groups that got land and shit, we gotta get land, the heat, the bruise, the land of the bruise and shit. Hey, well, there's gonna be Homestead on your ass. Esau gonna come in with the guns blazing. He gonna move in there with the what's that movie with the robots and shit? Code 8 and shit. They gonna go up in there, beasts of men and shit. But who's gonna protect you in that time? You gotta remember when those type of robots and animosity and troopers come for the men of the Lord, what's gonna happen in that time? For our women and children, Michael gonna stand up in the heavenly host. What's gonna happen for the men in that situation? Spiritual power is gonna kick in.
Right.
But for you niggas that don't believe, ain't nothing gonna happen for y'all. Because y'all don't believe. That's gonna be the power of faith. Go ahead.
Go get it.
This is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19.
Oh, there it is.
You mentioned what the Lord will do for the men of the Lord.
Yeah.
It reads, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun.
See that? Because, right here in the west, right over here in America, okay, there's a great awakening. Yeah. All right, we're returning to our power, okay, because we're not from over here, okay, we're from Israel. All right, so we're far from home. All right, then his glory from the rising of the sun, because the Lord's going to show up in the Middle East first. That's right. Okay, he's going to show up in the middle of World War III. So the Lord's going to arrive in the Middle East first, in the east, then make his way over here to the west.
That's right. It says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood.
Okay, that's talking about Esau martial law, okay, with these sleeper cells, UN troops. All right, so he's saying they're enemy. All right, so to you knuckleheads out there, Esau is your enemy.
That's right.
Okay, he's not your friend. So he's clearly saying your enemy comes in like a flood.
Who's Esau?
Esau is a so-called white man. All right, these elites and rulers of the society.
Right.
All right, so it doesn't mean that when the enemy comes in like a flood. What is that talking about? All right, is that talking about Esau's going to come in and throw a bucket of water on you? No, that flood is a representation because it's going to overwhelm you.
Yeah.
Okay, because when the flood happens, you can't really do like this. Snap! You can't really do much because a flood is overwhelming. Because when they roll, they're going to roll deep, and they're going to roll, when you're probably 1 a.m. at your tower's hour, because they're watching, so they know your routine, so they know exactly how to hit you.
Yeah,
those of you that are not covered by the Lord.
That flood comes when you you don't know a flood is happening until you just go downstairs and
that's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you can do.
It's also likened it to a storm.
It'll come out of nowhere.
Yes.
Oh, and also water finds a way. It's gonna find a way through any goddamn thing.
Yeah.
And even it could cut through stone. But it ain't cutting through stone because it's powerful. It's cutting through stone because it's patient. So the water gonna draw a lot of niggas out. You know how the water could go in and pull you out. You know how you go out into the ocean and the water pulls
like that
you out.
tide.
The troopers gonna pull you niggas out and take you to a concentration camp. And then the other ones that they want to just lay down, they just gonna wash right over your ass and kill you.
Especially to those of you that are now watching, paying attention.
Yep.
So not only that flood overwhelming, but it's gonna overtake you because first and foremost, you're not even aware that's going to happen. You're not even paying attention. You're out here in La La Land.
Yeah.
So it's, you're definitely just going to be took.
And that's the
You know?
spirit, bro. Faith is going to be our life preserver.
Yeah.
We're
And
going to throw it out there. We're going to be
faith and the thing.
yeah, we gonna be out there flowing, you know. The other brothers that's faith a little higher, they gonna be like, I can't swim.
Yeah.
You might believe you gonna be stepping on it like my man Clarence and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be out there. We're gonna be out there on that raft.
Yeah,
you know?
you gonna have to get out there, bro.
That's it, yeah.
Because it ain't gonna be no other time than that, because it's gonna be game time.
Right.
Ain't gonna be no other time. Like, go ahead.
It says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai shall lift up a standard against him.
That is spiritual power, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so when Esau makes his move, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is gonna make his move.
Right.
All right. So when Esau starts going, door to door to whatever cities, neighborhoods, he's gonna shut things down. When he knocks on that wrong door, and that's one of the members of the hopeful elect, a standard is going to be lifted. Meaning an angel can come down, protect them. That brother can receive spiritual power. Someone get that. Go to that word standard.
It's nawas in the Hebrew. Goes into to take flight.
I got a read going. I got the word.
So go to that word.
Break it down.
It's nawas in the Hebrew,
Yep.
going into to take flight, to make disappear. So in other words, divine to escape.
That's it.
In other words, divine intervention gonna take place for the elect in that time.
Yeah.
Right.
So
You have
you
grabbed
still
it in
want
Hebrew?
like more in
Yeah,
depth?
go ahead.
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
got it real quick. So this is the word standard in Isaiah 59 and in 19. Right, and like the brother mentioned, it's nawas. It says to flee, escape.
Lift up thy voice, King.
Nawas in the Hebrew, the word for standard, it says to flee, escape, to take flight, depart, disappear. It says to drive at, to drive hastily, to cause to disappear, hide. And then in the Strong's definition, it reads, put to flight. Woo! It says, chase, impale, deliver, escape, abate, be displayed, vanish away.
See that? That's what take flight. That means, that divine intervention from that spirit is going to be raised by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So, the 144 is going to be able to actually take flight on our enemies.
Yeah.
Take them down by spiritual power.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Hey,
like
go
some Black Adam type stuff.
Go over there. Go over those words again, and then you break each one of them
All right,
down.
let's go.
Let me go back to
Because there's a whole lot. It's going
Yeah,
into
it's a lot,
a defensive and offensive protection.
Right.
That's why the Lord is known as our buckler and shield. When you look at a shield with a buckler, it's either a bump or maybe even like a spear on the end. It can both defend and then push back and break another person's shield or their sword or spear and go like that or break it.
That word buckler means protection.
There it is.
Yep. So again, the Hebrew word for standard, nawas, it says to flee, escape.
Okay, flee, escape. Yeah, they say, they're like, oh, we have you surrounded. Come out with your hands up. The Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai says otherwise. You can probably get beamed up. The angels can have you disappear. Relocate you. Do a portal like he did with David. Okay, King David. What happened to him? When he was surrounded. All right, the chariots of Israel beamed him up and relocated him.
The Lord did it with Habakkuk when he sent them into the lion's den to get food to Daniel.
And that's really going into your women and children. Brothers gonna be ready to fight. The women and children gonna have to go somewhere safe.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be to the point like, oh shit, come out. You might be in there with your Caesar. Oh shit. And then you just have your eyes start glowing. Baby, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. Hold on to me. Hold your breath. Or Michael gonna come through. One of the angels gonna come through like this way, and then you just gonna go that way. And next thing you know, you in another place.
Yeah, there was a TikTok I saw. This N-Dub was in the hospital. She got into a car accident, But I was just discerning her spirit, what she was talking about. Everybody thought she was bugged out, but I could see through the spirit she didn't look bugged out, but she was saying that her and her kids were somewhere, and like they went into a portal or something, and they just appeared somewhere else, and then that's when she crashed.
See that?
And like on the comment board, they was trying to tell her like, don't say that, they're gonna take your kids away, which Esau he might, but I kind of believe her because you know, just discerning her spirit, she didn't seem like schizophrenic or bugged out or nothing. So hey, you never know if the Lord is doing that on lower levels for just random people. Just imagine, you know, his actual men, his elect.
Yeah, they showed you that on the end of the Northman. Remember how he seen his woman in seeds, and she's like, "We are safe. Take your pass." Like he seen, even though he was somewhere else dying and shit, he seen his woman and his seeds and his whole line going into rulership, and she pretty much was like, "We're safe. Take your passes. Like we're good." So brothers gonna be able to know your woman is safe. Like they gonna be out of the city before all this happens. They was gonna be somewhere, and you gonna know in your spirit they good. They safe. You might have it in a dream. You might be in the prison, go to sleep that night. Lord lets you know your woman and your children are safe.
See that?
Just like remember when Joseph was contemplating like what to do. Mary was pregnant. He's like, "Man, what am I gonna do? The nigga's killing all the babies under 2."
Right.
And then the angel came to him like, "Hey, take your wife and the child and go into Egypt." And he said he had that in the dream. And he woke up, and then that's exactly what he did. So the Lord gonna come to brothers in dreams and visions about, hey, like the brother, you're alive. Like, hey, hold on, man, they coming to the get out. Like, hey, go ahead.
Hey, on the lower level, on the physical level, these phones are like portals, man.
Yeah.
That's why they got windows and shit.
Yeah, and you got a lot of videos. Like the brother said, he checked out a video where a woman was breaking the things down. We got to see these things for what they are. Like the Lord's letting us know, like, see, anything's possible. Everything's possible. Even with people that don't even necessarily know the Lord, but they know the Lord. Like they know of the Lord, but they don't even know him like we know him. And if things is happening for them, how much more us?
Hey, they got whole advertisements on YouTube of people promoting that new Pixel, whatever fucking name it is, where they talk to the app and they be talking back, man.
And so how much more us
the whole
talk to the Lord?
Yeah, you guys ever seen Dragon Ball Z with Goku and Vegeta? It's teleportation, you know, just teleport, instant transmission.
Woo!
Yeah, it can happen like that, you know, where Angel comes in and just boom, you know? Yeah, you have to really believe in it.
I think didn't he discover teleportation when he was fighting Frieza? If I'm not mistaken, remember King Kai's like, how the hell did you escape?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know. Like, he was at his last, like, come on, and then the ship fucking got destroyed, and he's just like, and then, whoo, and he just, like, he thought about King Kai's planet, and he just teleported there and shit. Like, what's the
That's the same thing our Lord Yahushua did. They're literally trying to push him off a cliff, and Yahushua did that. He
went through the
he just went through. That's it.
Nightcrawler.
Continuing on, again, this is the Strong's definition for the word standard, which in the Hebrew is nawas. So it says to take flight, to fly.
Take flight. Oh, take flight. Okay, yeah.
And fly.
All right. See, that's going to that spiritual power. Take flight. You know, because you'll be able to not only just sit there and be safe, but you'll be able to actually get back at our enemy. Okay, the 144 is going to receive spiritual power, and like fly. Okay, fly. Manipulate. Earth bend. Whatever. Water bend, fire.
A few brothers have had dreams where things like that happen. They took flight. I had one.
You
had one the same week.
See that? Shoot lasers out of your eyes. Straight bright birds out here. That's what you gotta understand. The 144 are, bright burn. If you haven't seen that movie, strongly suggest that.
So all Israel in the kingdom gonna have spiritual power to be able to fly, but on this side, certain members of the elect are gonna get that power to be able to take flight.
Oh, the real X-Men.
As the scripture say, one of you shall chase 100, man. How do you think that's possible?
Exactly.
And to that point, the next part says to drive hastily. That's on the offense, attacking something.
Yeah. See that?
And it says,
now there was another word to take flight, right? And then even there's another word. What is it? Put to flight.
Put to flight.
Now put to flight is put your enemies to death. Take flight is literally take flight. Jake, I'm about to take flight on this fool. That also means fucking somebody up, but you gonna literally take flight. But to put to flight means you putting the enemy to death. That's an ancient world saying of killing the enemy, putting them to death.
I got a quick preset with that. You mentioned take flight.
Yeah, to take flight.
Oh, you got it?
This is Isaiah chapter 40. I'll go straight to the point. Verse 31.
There it is.
It reads, "But they that wait upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles."
See, it's talking about the renewed strength. Then brothers get a boost in 2020, man. Niggas was through that Kobe was dead and shit like that. But brothers got a boost. Like we came alive. Like brothers literally came into their own. Brothers really didn't know who they was. Like, man, yeah, I'm at the camp, you know. But that literally made brothers grow. That's when our camp, particularly out here in Los Angeles, we was all one bracket battalion of troops in one epicenter of the city. But then 2020 made us branch out. It forced us to branch out and grow. Just like the Elder Mwanzar said through the Spirit. Like, ain't no brothers gonna be holding signs to the chariots ride. You gonna be teachers. You gonna be leaders. Every brother's a leader. So now look where we at now. 4 years later.
Word go out that much more.
4 years later, mercy.
Yeah, and that's one of the points there. The Lord saying, you know, that weight upon the Lord. So we're not out here, you know, training like, you know, military and, you know, oh, here comes the enemy, you know, this, you know, get prepped and, you know. No, we're waiting, Lord. Just hey, sit down, just relax. Yeah. You know, sit down. So that's the thing. So we're waiting on the Lord because the Lord is gonna lift up that standard.
Hey, like that song you love, waiting on the world to change.
Yeah,
that's it.
Keep
Waiting on the world to change. That's what we at right now. We just waiting. We
That's
know what the Lord gonna give us. We just waiting on it.
And you gonna be like Neo in the Matrix. You gonna be pretty much the Lord gonna the scripture say he gonna teach your hands to war and your fingers to fight.
Yeah.
You gonna literally, certain brothers gonna literally summon a storm, man. Summon hurricanes and shit, man.
That's right.
What Esau gonna do about that? When you calling lightning down? What can he do?
Bro, bro, when I first seen it's beautiful how the Elder Barak is into the Avatar Last Airbender now. But when I first seen that episode, I remember I seen it when it was a new episode. The episode when he took that bending from the Fire Lord. I'm like, what the fuck? Did you about fire bending this shit? You was like, man, what he gonna do this time? But when he took it from him and the motherfucker was powerless, I'm like, that's a cold ass power. You don't have to destroy a motherfucker. You just touch him. And that ass drop, he just ain't got no power. That's powerful in itself right there. To take power from those that have power. That's what the Lord gonna do.
Hey, lately it's been real foggy, so imagine you creating just a bunch of mist, and you pretty much taking away their visibility. They ain't gonna be able to do shit.
Hey, Elisha said that. He asked the Lord, take away their sight. And the Lord smited them with blindness. Then he asked the Lord, give them back their sight. And then they was his prisoners of war for him. So it goes to show you the Lord, like even Obi-Wan told Anakin, he was like, there's always alternatives to fight. He's like, well, that's no fun. But he had alternatives to fight. He's like, we ain't got to just go out there, guns blazing and shit every time. We get just take away what they think they got, and it's over.
Different ways.
Yeah, you know, because war is an art, you know. Yeah.
And it's the brother read a base. He read one of the terms was a base that means to make them powerless. They just like on a Book of Eli. Remember the nigga wanted to shoot him? Yeah. He couldn't even shoot him.
He was through. Conflicted.
Hey, it might sound bugged out, but it's possible going back to those portals. You can the Lord can open up a portal and bring out a newly created creature on these niggas.
Oh,
man. They'll be through.
To grab him into
Hey, well, I was telling the brother Shemaiba in one of the newer Godzilla movies, they showed that's how Godzilla was able to travel all around the earth like quick because you know how Esau breaks wormholes in the aspect of space, like it connects two distant places, so it's like a shortcut. So in that movie, Esau revealed that may be possible in the ocean as well. It may be like wormholes like that that could just
it's just a door. And when you go into Leviathan, it said that he make it the deep like hoary, he make it like to shine because he's glowing. Then it said that he gets through places quickly.
Hey, they showed that in Black Panther too, didn't they? They was traveling the waterways.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
they did. It was like a
yeah.
shortcut
Yeah.
to get them there.
Yeah,
Yep.
and they showed you that
See,
on,
Esau,
on,
he be knowing shit.
on Nemo too. Righteous,
Yeah.
righteous. They was on that fucking that highway and shit. That current. It's different, you know.
And then I was watching a documentary on sharks during they had a Shark Week, and they were saying that sharks use like a magnetic field at the bottom of the sea as like a GPS on where to go.
And the same with the dolphins. The way they communicate, they'll bounce off rocks and they'll see everything way out there. And even whales, when they can see far out what's around them, and they'll like suck it back in. That's why a lot of times the fishers already know when a whale or a shark's coming because they can sense them in the water. It's kind of crazy. Like you said, the magnetic pull of these things. And they say all the creatures know when Leviathan is moving. Like they can sense like his presence when he's moving around. Like you said, he can just jump. It ain't just one Leviathan, there's many of them, so they can sense when he coming. Like, oh shit. Go ahead,
All right, you got it.
Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. Again, it reads, "But they that wait upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be faint." Or, Salaki, they shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint.
See, that's so, mounted up with wings as eagles, because the brothers are going to be able to fly. Spiritual power. They're really going to be flying out here. And then run and not faint, they're going to be running out here like a flash. Quick.
And it said walk and not faint. Like if you gotta walk a few miles, you through. But you just gonna walk through a portal, you'll be in a place 20 miles away or a fucking continent away. You're gonna be
Which one of our forefathers ran like the flash?
Elijah. He beat the chariot of Ahab to the city gates. Hey, but he beat the rain because the clouds was about to rain. He beat the drops.
Damn.
That was riding up, it was already raining and shit. And Elijah's already there, like, he's waiting there, like, woo! Quick hands.
Quick hands.
Woo! And he was there, like, it's funny, I was about to mention Sonic waiting for tails and shit. Waiting on him and shit.
That's that brother from the UK movie, though, Running Fast.
Running Fast. Light-skinned brother.
I
forgot his name.
What was that show though?
Supercell.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Where he ran into a whole nother town.
He's like, where am I, love? He's like, you're on Ireland. He's like, Ireland. He's like, so I'm in, I think he said Dublin or something. She's like, I don't know no other place where there's a Dublin. Because he ran across the water because you gotta remember, England is on the island, so he ran across to Ireland. There's another island, so he ran across the water to that place.
Man.
Hold on, man. Yeah, I get here. Hold on, B. I get here. Go ahead,
Okay.
That was in
I
think Shamai got something.
Just to back up the brothers speaking about how we got to wait on the Lord. Prime example was the apostles of old, how they was instructed to not leave Jerusalem until the Holy Spirit came.
Woo! Hey, Malcolm, where's Jerusalem at today?
That's right.
I mean,
You talking about us?
What's Jerusalem now? That's right. So, and when did the Lord say we have to remain in order to be delivered? Babylon. So we can't go nowhere else. We got niggas jet setting and shit like that. Niggas, stay where you at, nigga. Stay on your post.
Right.
That's how they, like the brother said, that's how the disciples got the power. If one of the disciples like, man, I'm out, man. Lord ain't never come. And he just left, he wouldn't have got that power. Lord said, wait, I'm telling you, wait right there.
Those leaving showing a lack of faith.
Yeah,
Scriptures say you should go to Babylon and there you shall be delivered.
And remember Solomon put the house arrest on that one nigga, was it Shimei that cursed out David? He told that nigga not to leave the boundaries of Jerusalem, and the nigga left. And Solomon was like, well, now I gotta kill you, nigga. I told you not to leave. So the Lord's telling you not to leave, niggas gonna leave and shit. Well, you gonna kill your ass, man. You ain't listening.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Acts chapter 1, beginning at verse 1. It says, the former treaties have I made, O Theophilus, all that Yahushua began both to do and teach, until the day in which he was taken up. After that, he through the Holy Spirit had given commandments unto the apostles whom he had chosen. It says, to whom also he showed himself alive after his passion, by many infallible proofs, being seen of them 40 days, to speaking of the things pertaining to the kingdom of Yahweh. And being assembled together with them, commanded them that they should not depart from Jerusalem, but wait for the promise of the Father, which saith he, ye have heard of me. For John truly baptized with water, but ye shall be baptized with the Holy Spirit not many days hence.
Yeah, so you gotta understand. You gotta be patient in this thing. You know, you gotta really trust in the Lord, but just wait. The Lord says, you know, I control this thing.
Right.
You know, so just put your trust in the Lord. You know, there's no, just slow down. You know, slow down and wait on the Lord. The Lord's gonna, you know, take care of everything.
Yeah. So like, just to add to that, I seen a brother did a video on that. So he said pretty much don't bug out if one day you start speaking the different languages. Through the Spirit might come on. You be like, how the hell? You might understand different languages.
Hey, just to back up your point again, this is a random person in the world. I remember watching a while ago, they had a testimony where they woke up one day and they started speaking and understanding the language they've never practiced before.
See that?
So see the Lord be showing like low level examples. If he could do that for just random people, how much more his men?
Yeah, just like in that movie The Matrix. Remember when they downloaded Neo? Oh, you're good? You're good? You're fine. You're good. All right, so remember how in that movie Matrix, how he downloaded Neo? You know that guy Tank? Remember that? How he downloaded him how to, you know, martial arts and all that?
Yeah.
See
Oh
that?
yeah.
Just like that, you know.
I know Kung Fu.
Remember
Show
that?
me.
So,
Yeah.
So, you know, the Lord can just program. You know. And that's going into you know, like Psalms 144. You know, he teaches, you know, your hands and your fingers to fight.
As the scriptures say, the Spirit of the Lord. You know, because the Lord is the Father of spirits, so He can put that Spirit on you at any time.
And you never know what language we was speaking other than Hebrew in our past lives. Like, that's still in your spirit. The Lord can just download it to your brain.
Hey, bro, literally at work this week, my man Jess is like saying, "Do you know Spanish or something?" Yeah, no, but he's like looking at him like, "Nah, man, you know." I was like, what the hell is he talking about? But literally, what this brother just said, like, you probably understand more than you know. Right. You know, brothers is, you know, kind of meek, like, but whatever, man. I don't really know. But you do know. It's just like brothers going into the Greek and the Hebrew. We know more than we think. And us speaking the Hebrew, that's powerful. And us even knowing the Greek, that's powerful because we know what's coming. Thus saith the Lord, and especially the New Testament. You know what it's really talking about. You know when the Gentiles is talking about our people. You know when it's talking about the heathen. You know what the charagma is. You know what the new name means. It means refreshed. That is something that you always knew, but it came back to you. You're like,
you know when it say Easter is going into the Passover. The sky in the Greek, the sock in the Hebrew.
So literally we already speaking tongues right now without us even knowing. Then you go on the TikTok, a woman speaking some other languages, she like, damn, she fine. But you look at that how fine the nigga is, but you literally just understand what she's saying. Like, you like, yeah, that's a Jake movie. I know what she's saying. And you really don't even know what she's saying, but you know. Yeah. It's pretty much we're reading the room without anybody saying anything. Brothers can actually know what people is feeling without them even saying anything. It's called what's the word? It's called discernment. But it's called intuition, and there's something else. Is I guess like reading the room. I can't really think of it.
Ultimately, it's the spirit.
Pretty much the aura. You change pretty much. You change the whole dynamic of the room. And when you step in there, your aura is so like from another world. Everybody changed to your tune. Like, it's just like in the ancient world when Saul was among the prophets, what did he start doing? Start prophesying. Brothers' aura is just like that. When people's in your vicinity, they start, they start acting like you. Like, They like Red Rock, he be wanting to salute and shit when he come close, like, damn, no, bro, you don't. But they gonna show you that our spirit is powerful because it makes people around us change without us even saying anything. So pretty much you're reading the language of body language. That's what I wanted to say. Instead of actually understanding another language, brothers are so in tune with the discernment that we understand body language. We know when niggas is scared. We know when they bitch made. We know when they want to say something and they don't say something. You actually initiate like, man, you want to say something? What's going on? Like, oh no, it's just, you know. You be like reading his mind. Like, oh shit.
That's another form of sign language too.
Yeah. God. You literally read in the spirit.
All right,
Okay, Psalms 110?
Yeah, and then we'll go to
All right, this is let's get straight to the point. This is Psalms 110, verse 3. It reads, "Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. In the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth."
I love how that's written.
See that? Because once the spiritual power is activated, all right, those of you that are scoffers out there, the 2/3, then you're going to want to get down with this thing. Then you're going to be like, oh, snap, you know, it is real. But at that time, it's going to be too late. So I thought thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. Because you scoffers, once you see that power activated, then you're going to want to come into this thing.
Then you're going to hear everything under the sun. Oh, I always
Yeah.
knew y'all had the truth.
Yeah.
You always,
Right.
yeah, y'all got it, man.
Yeah.
Man, fuck you.
You know?
Real, bro. It might sound rude to an outside listener, but it's like, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
You didn't see, you haven't seen what we seen.
Yeah, if
man.
you really believe that, you be riding with us when the power's not seen, man. You know what I'm saying?
Those are like spiritual gold diggers, man.
Right.
These gold digger bitches only want to deal with you if they see you got a nice scar.
Right. Spiritual gold diggers.
Yeah, like
That's a video right there.
Go ahead.
Hey, hold on, you go.
Hey, I got it in the modern translation.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yeah, I got the same scripture this brother read, but in the NLT, it says, when you go to war, your people will serve you willingly. You are arrayed in holy garments, and your strength will be renewed each day like the morning dew. So we only gonna get better. Like it said, we gonna go, like the Elder Yashwamba beautifully puts, as it is written, we gonna go from faith to faith. We gonna go from glory to glory. So when they start seeing the power and the healing, and it's just like when Peter, like now the Lord healed people, right? But he gave the power to Peter. That he literally said, you're gonna do works greater than me. Not saying that the disciples or us is greater than the Lord, is that we're gonna do stuff that is like, oh, it said Peter was walking by, his shadow was healing people, bro. That's cool. Like he didn't even have to do nothing, he didn't have to touch nobody, he's just walking. His shadow was healing people. When they start seeing stuff like that, that's when they're gonna be willing. But it's only going, the healing is only gonna go to the believers.
That's right.
Everybody else is gonna be left out. Go ahead.
Also, too, that spiritual power is going to complement the things that we're experiencing in this day and age.
That's
with
right.
the technology and the robots and the AI. We're going to need spiritual power that's going to have to be able to overcome that.
Yeah.
You didn't have that back then during the time of Yahushua.
Yeah.
Robot dogs and AI walking around. You know what I'm saying? So the miracles Yahushua was performing back then was spectacular in the eyes of the believers. So how much more so now in this day and age, in the age of technology?
It's like it's spiritual that this is coming up on this day. Because 4 years ago, they were talking about December 21st, how so-called black people was gonna get
Power,
spiritual
power
power.
and shit, yeah.
It was just funny. I was watching that video like a night or two ago. It's like, yeah, you know, it's
Hey, we got the power. And we with the power right now, so we got the true power. We got the power, man.
Yeah, well, that's what the creator of X-Men said he created off the civil rights movement, right? Yeah, what was that guy's name again?
Stan Lee.
Stan Lee. Yeah.
Kind of quick one. This is Romans chapter 8 and 24, and it reads, "For we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why does he yet hope for?"
Hey, I can read that again.
This is Romans 8 and 24 from the top, and it reads, "For we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why does he yet hope for?"
See that? Because you know what you can see is greater than what you can see.
Right.
You know, so that's where that faith comes in. You have to really believe that the Lord can, you know, save you.
Big Judah just said that.
Yeah,
like in this time, like Neo, when the motherfuckers had the guns and shit, you just standing there like, shit, stop it, drop that, because you gonna have to believe, like this brother said when he seen the robot in the dream, he's like, yeah, that's gonna be fun as hell to take that motherfucker down. Like he was like, I can do it. Like I'm gonna take this. Like I had that dream when I was flying. There's a big ass lake. There's like a building right there. And I was like, how am I gonna get to the top of that building? You know, so I can see where I'm at. And then the spirit was like, just float across. And I just went, and I was gliding across the water, and I went higher. And I was going up. So, but the spirit was like, go. Fly across.
And you see, I'm supposed to add about the movie The Matrix. Because remember, he was running from those agents, all right? But then when he stopped, And he's like, what's going on? It's like, 'cause he's starting to believe.
Yeah,
So
starting to believe.
that is faith. Because you have to have faith to believe that you can stop bullets.
Yeah.
But, you know, just by...
Man,
just
and
power.
scripture say faith is like a shield. So he literally put like a telekinetic shield. Like,
I mean, come on.
get that shit up out of here, dude.
Bro, that's power right there, bro. You're gonna be like, you're just gonna go. And it's gonna be a shield, like it's gonna be like a wall around you. Ding, 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 ding. Bullets is gonna be coming. Like, whoa. And you're gonna bust out like, or you're gonna be like, disappear, like on Supercell. The powers that they got, they needed it at that moment. It's like them being emotionally in tune, unleashed that power. Like Michael needed the power to go back and, you know, like, oh shit, he got stabbed and shit. I was fucked up. Oh shit. He was laying there and shit. And boom, it jumped out. Oh shit. Like, what the, I was like, damn, he needs that power. Really stopped the bullet, like, oh shit. Right. And then he teleported back home. And then Jake that needed the money, he's like, man, come fuck, man. Bye. Oh shit, had it straight, right? Then you had Taser, he's like, oh fuck. Like they got me. And he disappeared.
And then he disappeared.
So that's just the power, man. And then my man, he tried to catch that bus. He's like, oh shit, he's in Ireland and shit, or Scotland, wherever you ended up. So it's gonna tap in with brothers at the perfect time.
I got the perfect.
Hey, that's
after this brother finished.
Hey, that's just like the Wi-Fi signal. You can't see these Wi-Fi signals, but you can tap in. So how much more to the faith, man?
Right.
Bro. And there was a power on what's that show called? Black Lightning. There was a certain Jake that touched like all the electrical like power lines, and he could like read and control of it, and then he turned it off. So brothers gonna be able to do that. You gonna go up to a damn power generator. You be like, oh, this is what the military needs to find us. Let me turn it off. And remember on Brightburn, remember he was like looking at the blade and shit. He's like, what the fuck? And he kept looking at it like, maybe I can stick my hand in there. No, like, bye, this shit broke. Like, shit. That's what brothers gonna have to do, man. Just like Peter stepped out in the water, you just gonna have to just go out there, man. You just gonna have to just go out there.
That was like King David right there.
Yeah.
You know, that was like, you know, he broke a bow of steel for a swarm.
Yeah.
See that?
Right. And he said through his power, through our power, he did those things.
Leap over walls.
That's right. And he needed those for that time. Because you know, cities with walls.
Yeah.
And even David told Joab, don't go against walled cities. Because they had to fight against the Ammonites, and you know, they shooting arrows from the walls. David, being who he was and being a man after the Most High's own heart, he had to leap over. Like, man, fuck all this siege warfare shit. I'm gonna just leap over, over and just end this.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Go ahead.
This is Romans 8:25, and it reads, "But if we hope for what we see not, then do we with patience wait for it."
Patience, wait for it. Just like the brother read, they had to remain in Jerusalem to get the power. Now, the power that the Lord gave them then was needed. They had the power of healing, and they had the power of speaking different languages because our people were scattered. They had to spread the gospel. Now we're in a time where we don't have to speak these other languages. The Lord just places in those other lands to speak the gospel. And now we're coming into a time when we need power, where the Lord has to show that, no, I'm always with you. I put you in a spot where you have no power, no military, no nation, no nothing. All the tribes are scattered. Y'all ain't even united, physically united, like in the land. But you're united through the faith. And that's what I'm going to give you the power to show his presence. It's going to show, it's going to magnify the name of Yahweh by Shema. They be like, men is running across water and shit like that, leaping over walls, bulletproof, flying. But with it, in what name did they come? Yahweh by Shema Shah. Yeah. And mother just gonna keep saying it like, motherfucker, stop, snap out of it. Like, that's who did it, motherfucker. Like, what you want me to say? And that's who gonna give the brothers that power. Not Jesus Christ, not any other God, no idol. It's going to be Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. He who exists and he that delivers have done this.
That's right. That's right. This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 11. Just going back to what you said, how that power is going to come when it's needed. You know, within that time.
Bro, that's why that show Supercell is so cool, because it happened when they needed it, and it was already in them.
Yeah.
Just like the movie Power was already in it.
Same with the elect. That power is in the elect, but at the time, you know, it's going to come out according to the will of the Lord.
Yeah, the Lord wants to know. Like I told this brother Issachar, I was like Issachar, because we was talking at the pad. I said, hey, bro, the Lord gonna give us power, right? He's like, yeah. I was like, but what comes before that? Like, what word is before that power? He said, spiritual. So you got to be spiritual. The Lord gonna put you in a situation where you need to use faith. Like, Lord gonna get me out of this one. I already know. And then boom, when you need to get out of it, like literally, physically, bullets coming at you. Man, Lord gonna get me out of this. Stop it. Bullets gonna stop. Drop. That's gonna be it.
It's gonna come at that last moment, like that clutch play, like the fourth quarter. You know,
it's gonna be the clutch. It's gonna be the clutch in the game, man.
This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 11. It reads, "For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins," is the point, "and saveth in time of affliction."
He gonna save in time of affliction. Brothers might be in the prison, and there might be the elect up in there, you know, and you gonna be like, well, we gotta get out of this prison. The Lord is telling me we gonna make a break for it this night. Like, what are you talking about, man? They got drones and shit out there. Right. Like, do you believe we gonna get out or what? The Lord said we gonna make a break for it. You know, the eyes gonna start glowing. Another brother in another cell, like, you like me. Like, and like on the Into the Spider-Verse, when he found the Spider-Man from the other verse, they spider sense was going off at the same time. Like, oh shit, you're like me. Like, and then they became friends. And he's like, but how do you know that you're Spider-Man? You don't, Miles. You don't know. You gotta take a leap of faith. That's what we gonna have to all do. Take a leap of faith, man. Right. You don't know. You just gonna have to just jump out there, man. Yeah. Go ahead, huh?
That was it on.
Yeah. Go ahead, though. Yeah.
This is Jeremiah 51:20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations.
See that? Because the Lord is going to raise up the 144,000. All right? So, battle axe. Meaning, you know, you're going to have control over all kinds of elements. You know, you're going to be able to do many things. And it's not like these Hollywood films where you're just going to have, you know, energy for a little bit. It's going to run out. No, it's infinite energy. Okay, it's power from Yahweh Shimi Al-Shai.
The infinite source.
That's right. Go ahead.
And with thee will I destroy kingdoms.
By the elect, okay? The elect are gonna destroy these, you know, these Edomites, okay? They're gonna help, and what Yahweh Shai, okay? Go and get these wicked underneath these underground bunkers, okay? Destroy their militaries. That's what you gotta understand.
It's not only it's going to be the heathen. That's why in Psalms 83 it compares us taking down the Midianite kings and the different kings of Canaan, and it said, Lord, make them like Zebah and Zalmunna and these different captains and rulers that we had to take down, literally walled cities during that time, Joshua and the judges. And pretty much that psalmist was saying, Lord, make them like that in the past, when we took down greater nations than us through you. Make these kings of now like that. And let us have the power to take them down. That's right. Because Jake didn't have no form of military at the time. The Lord had to make us a military in the wilderness to take down these other kingdoms. That's right. During that time to get our land. So how much more now we got to take the earth? We're going to give us the same power. That's right.
It says, and with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider. And with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider.
Hey, before brothers continue, look at that right there.
Yeah, I saw it.
That's all that's gonna be.
That's the spirit.
Lord gonna be guided. Guiding us. We're gonna be guided. Come on now.
That's it.
You know, hey, during the time of the red horse. When there's war out here, Lord gonna guide us, man. Then we got the white horse right.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Red, white?
Yeah, red, white, either way.
With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman.
Woo!
And
So the Lord don't discriminate. Right. The Lord don't give a fuck about feminism and a bit what a bitch gotta say. She gonna get lasered just the same as a nigga, man.
Yeah, the Lord is not a respecter of person.
Yeah, because
it doesn't matter, grandma, grandpa, you know, little child.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. The Lord's, you know, he's coming with that judgment.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're, you know, woman, great looking woman. The Lord don't give a damn.
You don't give a shit about
it. You know. Go ahead.
Like the IUIC and these other groups think, because they family guy Israelites and shit, that the Lord gonna love me and my family and shit. The Lord don't give a fuck about you nor your family. If you don't care about him, why the fuck he gotta give a fuck about you, man? Didn't the Lord say to the priests, the Levites, since you have forgotten me and my law, I'm gonna forget you and your children, man. Fuck. So you gotta understand what I do for the Lord is gonna trickle down to my family if they're right. Because you may not necessarily have your seeds to be saved. Is the Lord wrong for that?
Yeah.
No. It just goes to show you that we have enough faith to know, like Abraham, well, the Lord gonna bring them back then. If they die. If my woman dies, she gonna come back. So it's like, your faith has to be that strong. That's why this scripture is written, because we're gonna have the anger of the Lord on us to take down women, children, old people, niggas, man. The anger of the Lord is gonna be on us to be a weapon for him, you know? Ain't gonna be no emotions in the shit. Like, oh, this is crazy. No, we just gonna laser the motherfucker. If the Lord says kill him, kill him.
And that's another thing, y'all. You gotta understand. The Lord even charges the angels with following. See that? So how much more, you know, immortals. That's what you have to understand.
That's
all right?
immortals.
That's it.
Yeah.
It says, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and his maid. And I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock.
Oh, a lot of these congregations, bro, is going to be broken up by brothers, I believe. You know, the apostles and elders going to get that honor of taking these niggas that they knew out, I believe. They going to finally see that power. Like that dude Alizé came to us, bro. He don't know us, but best believe he's seen that power. Like, bro, if we could lazy your ass right here, it's nothing. But he thinking brotherhood will break down. Oh, now it's brotherhood, nigga, because you know the power gonna come. And we gonna have to kill you in that day, bro, because you are going against the Lord, and you have to die. Like in the ancient world, oh, you my brother, you can't kill me. According to the law, you calling on another guy, gotta kill you. Ain't no emotions in the law. The law is like, nigga off. Kill nigga off. Yeah, the nigga off. Hey, but what is their motto over there? No rebuke policy. No, we gonna rebuke your ass over here.
You. That's love.
That's love right there. So it's like, you know the power gonna come. And the scriptures clearly say that we're gonna break in pieces the shepherd and his flock. A shepherd is what? A pastor. What's a pastor? A prophet. Somebody over a congregation.
Right.
So we're going to have to take a lot of these church leaders out. We're going to just have us on a hunting spree, man. Right. We got to remember that when the time of fishing is ended, what's going to come?
That spirit. He got me holding
Oh,
that.
man. Craving the hunter, man. We got to crave. Go ahead,
It says, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen. And with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers.
You got these rulers, you know, militaries, leaders, you know, they're going to get it. You know, these politicians, the Lord's going to use his men to take them down.
Man.
And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they've done in Zion, in your sight, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
So meaning payback's a bitch. You know, the Lord is requiring, you know, all that you have done is going to be done to you double fold.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's it.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 16.
I got it too.
And it reads, Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Okay, that's going to the prophets right now. The Lord has his prophets out there, you know, laying it down, telling you what it is.
Fishing for the
Right?
elect.
For the elect by how? The word.
That's right.
That's it.
And they shall fish them, and after will I send for many hunters.
See how quickly it was after that? Once you fishing, and then the brothers broke it down, ain't fishing with a goddamn, the perfect cast and shit like, no, is a net. You used to fish with a net in the ancient world and pull everything to the shore, the bad shit, throw out, good, throw it in the boat. So we fishing with the net, the internet, like the brother Amo Al-Gabar out there in New York broke it down. We fishing through the net, but when the net is, when it's through, then what? Everybody gonna be sealed, whether for destruction or deliverance.
That's right.
And then right after it said hunters. That's when the Lord gonna call for the hunters, and everything that the brother Adama read above that, hunting down captains, rulers, kings, shepherds, flocks, man, woman, old, young. That's when the Lord gonna send us to do the work. Because Jay gonna be thinking, well, I'm an Israelite. What type of Israelite? We really gonna be going up to niggas, man. All right. What type of brew are you, man? You got the power now.
It says, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain,
every government,
and from every hill,
small,
and out of the holes of the rocks.
Exactly. Going into those underground bunkers. All right. You know, he's had these underground cities. You know, these underground military bases. They call you know, DUMBs, deep underground military bases. So the Lord's gonna go in there, you know, and hunt your devils down.
Yeah.
You know, with the 144 and the angels.
That's right.
You know, there's no escape.
Yep. Escape.
That's it.
That was all you wanted to
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
We just gonna go up in there and we gonna say La and the Wasp to you motherfuckers. No escape. But this is the book of Micah. Then this is what the enemy's gonna be thinking in that time. Like, since they taking down 2/3, they gonna think that they can kill the elect too. Cause we gonna be in. They said we gonna be numbered among the transgressors. All the groups gonna be demonized and shit. We gonna be thrown up in there. But the Lord is gonna show who are His in that time.
That's right. That's right.
So
It shall be known who are my chosen.
And who was once the prey shall be the hunters. Okay, that's what it's gonna be in that time. I'm telling you. Now this is Micah 4:6, and it reads, "In that day, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, I assemble her that halteth," her being Israel, "and I will gather her that is driven out, and her that I have afflicted, and I will make her that halteth a remnant," the elect, "and her that was cast far off a strong nation." Oh, damn, okay. Oh, okay. Come here. I was thinking the brother was right there. I told him you was Oh, Salah. But I thought his car was still right there. I think he was. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
It's in Micah 4:6. In that day, said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, will I assemble her that halted.
That's the her being Israel. Y'all shall not all Israel. The elect of Israel. And this is going to explain it.
And I will gather her that is driven out, and her that I've afflicted.
Why did the Lord afflict us? As a nation He afflicted us, but He afflicted the elect more because the men of the elect are what? Sons unto Him. He's making them ready for the day of debut, the day of war, the day of the marriage, and then He's making the women that's going to cleave to us ready for that day.
That's right.
Whether they're going to be great with child, already having little ones, children, they're going to bring those that believe, whether they be old. So you older believers out there, well, you know, I'm too old, I can't have it. If you believe, the Lord's going to save you too. You can't forget about the believers and the cloud of witnesses. You can't forget those that are friends of the prophets. You might just know a man of the Lord. He probably ain't tell you, oh, I'm a prophet or whatever. Right. But you like, man, I love this dude, man. I'll do anything for this cat. And not knowing that, hey, wherever you involved in, man, I'm with you. And then for that, you're going to be delivered in that day. Now you don't know why. You just going to pop where the brother is. Like, oh, shit. Man, I was just thinking about you. What's up? What's good? You like, well, now you here. Now you going to be saved. Do you believe? Yeah, I believe. And he going to know in that time, just like the man on the cross, all he had to do was believe, and he was good. But go ahead.
And I will make her that halted a remnant.
A remnant, which is the elect. Go ahead.
And her that was cast far off, a strong nation.
Even though we're scattered among all the nations, are we becoming a government through the word? So we all going to gather unto Yahushai. We got brothers in England and Australia and everywhere, but yet we're all united through what? Yahushai, through the word, through the Constitution. The true Constitution. All right? That's going to govern the world to come. Go ahead.
And Yahweh shall reign over them in Mount Zion.
Did you hear that? The Lord reigns over us. Not a nigga in purple or some clown on a goddamn show and shit, man. The Lord Yahweh Shemashai is reigning over. But where's your king? We don't physically see him. He's here. He always been. That's why when they invaded Israel in the ancient world, they didn't know who the king was. Because every city had judges and rulers and shit like that. And you had Gad and Reuben and Manasseh on the borders. And then where's y'all bees at, man? What's up? Like, man, who the hell is that king? Who's that ruler? Where's their capital? They never knew where it was at, bro, because every different city was walled, and they had rulers and judges in those cities, bro. So to invade Israel is a scary thing. Like, man, shit, man, I don't know. That's why they would always raid on the coast. They always raid on like the borderlands and shit. They would never go into our land because there's so many hills and ravines and shit like that, and our city was just walled. They couldn't really come up against that. Like, what the fuck, man? And then when they seen David leap over the wall, oh man, we ain't going with these dudes, man. He they're like, these are the same people that marched around the wall and it came down. And now they got dudes leaping over them. Yeah, now we through. What you done, man? Now we done this shit. Now we through. We dead. We dead. They gonna lock it out. He going out there like, I don't give a fuck, man. You don't get lazy. I don't care, man.
And Yahweh shall reign over them in Mount Zion from henceforth forever.
Now it begins with the elect. The Lord's already reigning over us right now. We're a government in itself. We have power. See, once the nation start declaring war against Jake, see how Trump started talking about, I'm gonna deport Northern Kingdom. Yeah. I hate niggas and shit.
Bring it out.
That's when the chariots start coming down. What the fuck y'all about to do? Hold on. Like to let you know that the Lord has a military for us. We had an Air Force. We got them in the Lord as the ground forces. And now they starting to see glaciers and shit move. Yeah. That's Leviathan waking. Leviathan waking up. That's the Navy right there. Then you got the chariots in the waters following ships. So the Lord is letting you know, like, hold on. You got to go to war with me. Because it's like, you can't just go to war against a man's nation. You got to go to the king first. You kind of got to, like, send a message. You know, in the ancient world, you'll send a messenger to a foreign king and be like, hey, hostilities imminent, war. Hey, like, get ready. So pretty much the Lord's like, all right, I'm going to get ready. I'm already ready. Are you ready? And apparently these heathens, they ain't ready, bro. They ain't ready. I thought you niggas knew about the chariots. Why y'all scared and shit now?
Yeah.
Why did that nigga Trump come out with a space force?
Exactly.
That he knows what's out there.
Yeah, so that what happened, that incident happened over the Capitol. You know, that's the prime example that they, they're not ready. Exactly. Where was the Space Force? Where were they at?
For real,
you know? They're not ready.
Where was they at?
Hey, and that's another indicator that this was something supernatural, because if they knew these were foreign forces, then their Air Force should have been deployed to take that threat out.
It would have scrambled the jets.
But there was reports coming out that there's over 100 documented cases of jet fighters engaging these so-called orbs, and all of them being destroyed, man. So that's probably why they were tentative in challenging this force, because they knew it was from something that was outside of their comprehension.
And also, when they actually sent a drone up there to one of the chariots shot the shit down. Get the fuck out of here! Like, it goes to show you that the Lord knows that Esau made the first move. Now the Lord was like, nigga, you, like the brother said beautifully, was it 2020? When they were shooting at the chariot and Iran was shooting at it, listening and shit. So the Lord's pretty much like, nigga, you made the first shot. So now if I attack you, that's just a retaliation. Because he's like, unlike the weak ass Iran and these other fools, nigga, you shoot at me, I'm gonna shoot at you. What's up? Fuck, like, hold on. Like, yeah, you know, remember that song from what's the dude's name? Lil John and shit. Won't start nothing, won't be nothing. Won't start nothing. Yeah, so you started it wouldn't be shit. But now you started it gonna be something. Go ahead, Art.
It says, and thou, O tower of the flock, the stronghold of the daughter of Zion.
Ooh, and what tower are we in? The name of the Lord is that tower. We literally sitting over the whole earth in that tower. In the name of the Lord, he's letting us see everything from every angle. Yeah. Like the elder Mwatazak says, we constantly in our watchtower. We on the net, we on our phones. We know what the fuck is going on, man. We ain't blinded by nothing, man. We don't need to go on Trump shit and hear this nigga talk to Joe Rogan. Nigga, we already knew about the chariots. What you talking about? And we talking about ourselves about this, you know? We at the dinner table with the true rulers of the world. We don't need to sit at some damn panel with you and Putin and these other clowns. No, we sitting at the table of the kings already. Right. The king of kings is sitting with us. He's supping with us, man. We supping with him. Right. We know what's going on. He said, I won't reveal this to servants. We're friends, y'all friends. Go ahead.
Yeah, so this is the safe zone, you know, so to speak. This is the safe zone. Right?
Yeah, that's it.
Unto thee shall I come, even the first dominion. The kingdom shall come to the daughter of Jerusalem.
He's gonna come. Gonna bring it in.
It says, now, why dost thou cry out aloud? Is there no king in thee? It says, is thy counselor perished? For pangs have taken thee as a woman in travail.
Yeah, because Lord pretty much, you know, mocking our enemies, saying, well, where's your leaders at, you know? Go to your scientists, go, you know.
No, he's talking about us. That's talking about Israel. Yeah, because our people wailing and shit about the chariots, and the Lord's like, what the fuck? Ain't there a king among you?
Yeah.
Is there not a living God that's going to fight for you?
Yeah.
So it's like, why the fuck are you bugging out about the chariots when my men already told you what they are?
What it is. Yeah.
You bugging out like the fucking heathen, because you are a goddamn heathen. But the ones that truly believe in the Lord, we ain't tripping. We like, yeah, like, we cheering them on. Like our forefathers in the fields, when they seen them, they said, swing low, just come get me up out this place, man. Just get me out these chains. Yeah, get me out these chains. Go ahead, huh?
He says, be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field. And thou shalt go even to Babylon. There shalt thou be delivered.
Babylon is America. So the Lord said you're going to go out the land, first the north, then the south. You're going to be scattered, and you're going to remain in Babylon, which is America. And there you're going to be delivered. But not only there, but from all the places where the Lord have driven our nation.
That's why I said field, meaning the world.
The world.
But mainly America.
And that's beautiful, because when you go into that, you know, what you talking about in the field, you're just out in the bushes and shit. Wait, no. When you go into Yahushua, he's breaking that down. He said, field is the world, reapers are the angels, Babylon is America, right? And then when it goes into that, said, you're like a woman in travail, like you about to have a baby. The Lord mentioned that before his coming, it was going to be like a woman in her birth pains before he comes. So he's letting you know this is going to be the things that's happening. Cry out. Like a woman that's about to get taken cries out. A woman that's in her birth pains cries out. So we're supposed to cry out to the Lord. And he's saying, what? Why are you getting all fearful and scared? Is there not a king among you? Yahushua is in the midst of it. We don't need to worry about nothing. Go ahead, huh?
There shalt thou be delivered. There Yahweh shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies.
And how is the Lord going to redeem us? By the Redeemer. Yahushua, his expressed image. That's right. Go ahead, huh?
Now also many nations are gathered against thee.
That's how you know we in the last times, because the nations are gathered against us right now. Go ahead, huh?
That say, let her be defiled, and let our eye look upon Zion.
And how are they trying to defile us now? Because in the ancient world, they were like, we got to hit that temple. And once we knock it down, they're done. They have no God. Their God ain't going to come save them. But now they trying to knock us down by way of what? Brothers already know what time we in. Yeah. What we've been discussing this whole time. The MOTB is their last push into Israel to cut them off from being the nation. They got to push in there. And what's the temple now? Our bodies. So they want to defile. You know, how do you defile a woman, a virgin? By taking her flower when it ain't yours. It don't belong to you. That's how you defile it. Oh, shit. So they want to defile Israel by putting in them that MOTB. Is that let us defile her. So the Lord won't come save.
It says, but they know not the thoughts of Yahweh, neither understand they his counsel.
See, that's so they think they're going to outsmart Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Yeah. You see?
they joking.
Yeah, it's that pride.
Yeah. What the scripture said, the heathen imagine a vain thing.
They really think the Lord is going to leave his woman out there unprotected.
Yeah, God.
They just going to see the woman there and like, and we going to be like Tiger Lily on Peter Pan shit where she's roped up. And then the Captain Hood was all talking to her. So, you know, I'm waiting for my Lord and shit. You know? Go ahead, huh?
For he shall gather them as the sheaves into the floor. Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion.
That's when the Lord will give us the power to fight.
That's right.
Right.
For I will make thine horn iron, and I will make thy hooves brass.
Yeah, so a horn represents power. All right, so you know what's our power? Remember, spiritual power. So you're gonna see that spiritual power be lifted up. Okay, and then miracles too from the angels, the Lord.
Yeah. And that means indestructible because the horns is at the top of the animal and the hooves is at the bottom. So pretty much from head to toe, we're gonna be indestructible.
That word horn in the Hebrew too goes into being able to send out rays,
Woo!
like Cyclops, like Raiden.
Yeah.
That spiritual power.
Yeah, you shoot lasers out your eyes.
Yeah, God.
North side. Yeah.
I think it was Madazala, if I'm not mistaken. I believe in the Hebrew. That word iron.
No, Barazal.
Barazal, okay.
Barazal.
Oh, yeah.
That's where they get Brazil from. It's known for a lot of iron. That's a Hebrew word. Brazil. And you gotta say it like my man. You gotta say it. Like, you know who you are. You know who you are. This is Brazil. Like iron, you know? Then that iron came out.
Yeah.
Go ahead, huh?
It says, I'll make thy hooves brass, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people, and I will consecrate their gain in the Halabashim Yahushai.
Read it again, King, that plane.
It says, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people.
Yeah,
See,
so
it's beautiful. Right after we read the horn and the iron, it's gonna go into this.
It says, and thou. It says, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people, and I will consecrate their gain unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and their substance unto Yahweh, the Lord of the whole earth.
Go ahead, this is called breaking down.
yeah, so the Lord is going to exalt our people, okay? But the spirit, 144,000 is going to receive that spiritual power and beat many of our enemies, put them to flight.
Yeah,
That's right, bro.
yeah.
That's right.
That's it. And then we're gonna consecrate their gain, all the riches that they stole from us, and all their resources is gonna go to the Lord.
That's right.
Remember, this is for you, Lord, not for us. Not a nigga say, "Hey, man, shit, I got like 50,000 pairs of Jordans and shit like that." Like, man, nah. Whatever we get from the heathen is gonna go directly to the Lord. It's gonna be something of substance to rebuild our nation, build up, you know, place of the Lord's feet. But the Lord's gonna show His power first. Then everything we get is gonna go directly to the Lord, including the heathen himself.
Yeah.
You yourself is gonna go to Yahweh Shai. He owns you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, come on, man. Where am I going? Hey, you own my nigga. Hey, you going to the Lord.
I got that right here. You still reading it down?
That was the last verse.
This
This is the promise that Yahweh gave to Yahweh Shai.
This is Psalms chapter 2, beginning at verse 7. It reads, I will declare the decree.
Hey, and what does it say at the top of the ledger?
It says the kingdom of Yahweh Shai.
Or the kingdom of Mashiach.
Or
the
Hamashiach.
The kingdom of Hamashiach. So everything that's about to be read is the culmination of the Lord's kingdom coming in and what the kingdom is going to consist of.
That's right.
Right.
Psalms chapter 2, verse 7. It reads, I will declare the decree. The Lord Yahweh has said unto me, Thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee.
Woo, and it begins with the prominent son, Yahweh Shai, and then it's going to trickle down to the rest of the sons that He brings into glory, the elect, and then the rest of the sons is going to come over time.
That's right.
They're going to get the same thing. Right?
Verse 8, it reads, Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
Hey, so niggas talking about pray for me and all that shit. Well, we're praying for the heathen. I'll pray for you. That should be mine. Go ahead.
It says, in the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
And we gonna take over all, like fucking just a sliver of land, the Gaza Strip.
Nah.
We gonna have the whole earth.
Yeah.
Save for Babylon, that's the desert creatures gonna have that. Yeah.
It says, Thou shalt break them with the rod of iron.
That rigorous rule, we gonna have to bring them into our kingdom forcefully. Like, motherfucker, you don't want to get down.
Yeah.
You gonna have to lay down.
Put down.
Be put down. Beat them. Should I beat them down? Beat you. We gonna beat that.
Who else is gonna say?
Who else gonna say? Go ahead.
It says, thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
Hey, nigga don't want to get right. We just going to just juice his ass like Daniela said. We going to just turn a nigga to juice. Oh, we going to be like the Immortals, right? Was that the movie The Immortals with what's that dude's name? Was it Immortals?
Which one?
The one with the Greek gods and shit.
Yeah.
It was Immortal. Yeah, he was turning niggas to Jew. He was moving so fast. He
Oh,
had to do
yeah.
like,
Yep.
and he's a nigga still like he was turning to Jew. That's how quickly niggas gonna get juiced out here, man.
It says, be wise now, therefore, O ye kings.
So it says, be wise. Niggas think they kings right now, but they're not being wise. Like, a king is not, like the brother in London said, the king not getting his dick sucked and fucking drinking wine all day when war's on the brink. The king is like, he's with his council. What the fuck is going on? They about to attack us. What we gonna do? What's our plan of defense? That's what brothers think about. Oh shit, this shit can go down any time. Like,
Right.
we ain't think. That's why the apostle said, don't go into a fucking bar and shit like that. War's coming. Like, get your mind right. Like, but niggas in these other groups is partying and dancing shit. Fat nigga, Big Frida, nigga doing dance and shit. You're not getting ready for war. It said, be ye wise, O kings. And it said, they that have wisdom is going to count the number of beasts. Words is the number of men. Right. So if you wise, you're going to know what the fuck's going on. Right.
Be instructed, ye judges of the earth.
But how are you instructed? Is the Lord himself going to come out the clouds and instruct you? No, he's going to send his servants to teach you of what he wants you to do. But niggas don't ever want to listen to the apostles, but yet the apostles been saying the right thing all these years. Get the fuck off social media. Get off Facebook. Get the fuck out the clubs and shit. Get out the bars. Hasn't it helped? Hasn't it made things better? Brothers are more safe than niggas out here just slipping and falling and shit.
More focused.
More focused. Go ahead, huh?
It says, serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh.
That's the point. Read it again.
Serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai with fear.
Say it again.
Serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai with fear.
Say it again.
Serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai with fear.
Say it again.
Serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai with fear.
How do you do that? By him sending you the teachers that you may be taught again to serve the Lord. How are we serving him now? We can't kill a goat and shit like that and go to a Levite priest. How are we serving him? By doing videos, putting up lessons, feeding the sheep, doing what's pleasing to him, doing what's right even out of the midst and the eyesight of brothers, doing what you know is right when it's just you. That's serving the Lord. Not a fucking nigga with fringes on dancing and shit, all right, on a goddamn panel, man. That's not serving the Lord. That's serving your own belly. Serving the Lord is serving the Lord.
And rejoice with trembling.
Now we can rejoice, we can party and get together with brothers, but we rejoicing with trembling because we hoping that we doing what's right, that the Lord will save us. But we got to keep doing that. Can't just do it one day, man. I did enough, all right, man. Like, no, you got to keep on.
We got to examine ourselves daily, whether we be in the faith.
Yeah, because it said the righteous going to scarcely
be saved.
Wait up.
Last verse, it says, kiss the Son, lest he be angry.
How can we kiss Yahushua when he's not physically here? You kiss him by doing what he told you to do.
That's right.
You kiss him by acknowledging what he did. You kiss him by praising his name and his father's name. You kiss him by doing what he told you to do. Feed his sheep. Oh, this shit, you know how women say, I love you, y'all kissing you and shit. The hell with all the kissing and shit. If you really love me, show me that you love me. So we showing the Lord that we love him by feeding the sheep. And that's what he told Peter, the head disciple, King David, if you can receive it. And man, if you really love me, you feed my sheep.
It says, kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little.
Yeah.
Blessed are
you perish from the way.
It said, blessed are all they that put their trust in him.
Hey, and that's beautiful. I said, he told the disciples, Yahushua told the disciples, you know the way. He's like, Lord, how can we know the way? He said, I'm the way, the truth, and the light. That's when he said that. Because the Lord is leading you to eternal life. And then what does it say in Revelation? We follow the Lamb whithersoever he goes. So if you don't kiss the Son, you're going to fall off the way and shit into the dark somewhere. You ain't gonna have the light no more.
That's right.
The Lord is leading the sheep out of the dark. He's the light of the world. And then us with him, we allowing our lights to shine before men, so that they may praise the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shema Shai.
That's right. That was it, King.
Oh, that was it. Go ahead. Brothers, add anything?
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead.
This is Sirach 19 and 18, and it reads, "The fear of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is the first step to be accepted of Him."
You gotta fear the Lord. You know, that's the first step right there. Exactly. You gotta fear the Lord, not Esau's, not man. You know, not these elites. Fear the Lord. Trust the Lord.
Reading on, "And wisdom obtaineth His love." Verse 19.
Oh, what did it say? What obtains His love?
"And wisdom obtaineth His love."
It was wisdom. You know what it is. It's gonna break it down. Huh?
Yeah, so you know you gotta be in these scriptures, in this word. Okay, you can't just be out here, you know, trying to do this thing on your own. Okay, you have to lean on the Lord.
What's wisdom? There it is.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
If you don't have that, you don't got nothing.
Yeah, so we need Yahweh. Okay, you can't.
Scripture say the Lord loveth none, but he that dwell with wisdom.
You gotta dwell with Yahweh.
That's it.
You gotta be at His table. Huh?
Yeah.
And then He tell that to the disciples, bro. Everything that we read in the Old Testament pertaining to wisdom, you can literally see the Lord live it in the New Testament when He's on the scene and what He said, and what the disciples kept reiterating with, "Oh yeah, remember when the Lord said that? Now I get it."
Yeah.
It said, "The Lord Yahweh loves none but him that dwelleth with wisdom." So that means He ain't loving all Israel right now. A lot of them is fucking haters, pieces of shit. You don't love Yahweh Shai, so the Lord said, "Fuck you. You don't love my son, fuck you. I'm gonna kill you." And that happened during the time when Solomon was ascending to the throne. There were certain people was like, "Nah, forget Solomon, man. I'm with Adonijah though." And all them niggas got slain. And who ascended to the throne? Solomon. So Yahweh Shai gonna get the throne he already got. And there's a lot of niggas trying to stand in the way to prevent the Lord from getting the throne, but He already got it. He's just gonna remove you niggas out the way, man. Go ahead, huh?
This is Sirach 19 and 19, and it reads, "The knowledge of the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is the doctrine of life. And they that do the things that please Him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality."
Now the direct precept to that, the commandments of life, is the doctrines of life, right? It said that the law is the schoolmaster to lead us to who? Yahweh Shai. See? You see how it all connects? When you really read and you know the script, precepts, like, niggas don't even know the precepts. That's why when Alizé weekend was here, the niggas that was with him was like jumping and shit. Like, nigga, you never went across that, man? That's why brothers, when they away from each other, we read, we study, we get down, man. We get down for our crown, like brothers say, man. It ain't just a Saturday thing, like Issachar said earlier. This is a life thing. This is a lifestyle, man.
Everything.
This is everything. Man, what does Jerusalem mean to you? Nothing. Everything.
Right.
It has to mean everything to you, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
so in other words, what are you doing too when people are not looking? You know, you have to really, you know, talk but walk the walk in this thing.
That's
you
right.
have to really be fully in this thing.
That's right.
Goes
And I
into
love
integrity.
Yeah, that's it.
What are you doing when no one's looking?
Now, that's right. Brothers always say that all across the globe. And I remember brothers said it years ago, we all got to be spiritual Issacharites, man. We've been hired for something. You know, Issachar getting there like, I can't Mickey Mouse this one, you know. I gotta get in
I gotta get in there.
I gotta measure twice, cut once. You know, you can't play around with this shit, man. You know, this gotta be going hard at the fucking job, bro. How much more this job?
Exactly.
We gotta really, like, you know, how it's gonna be going hard. Like, the house ain't even built, but like 2 days it's already up and shit. Like, yeah, there was nothing there now. Now there's a whole frame and roof and everything. We gotta be like that for the Lord. Like, ain't nothing too hard. You know, it's gonna be at the Home Depot just waiting. Like, I hope somebody hired me. Hey, that's literally a parable. You know, it's going to try. We're in the marketplace. Man, what y'all doing sitting here? Oh man, I'm waiting for somebody to hire me. You know, I'm just sitting around. They coming to my field and work.
Work.
That's his car right there. At the Home Depot in the ancient world, like waiting. Like, man, I'm just waiting for somebody to hire me. And that's the spirit. The Lord hired us. We're gonna do a job. We're gonna get paid to do that job.
White man can't jump.
That's it.
It was all on this car. You're like, hey, hold on.
Yeah, go ahead. Huh?
Oh, that was it.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah, that was it, bro.
All right. Hey, yeah, does anyone got any closing scripture?
I got that one you called from the beginning.
All right.
Revelation.
We'll close with that?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we'll close with that. That's good. Yeah, good.
It's Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. It says, Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all the kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so am I.
All right, so right there, he coming with clouds talking about Yahweh Shai. It's coming in the spaceships, okay? The so-called UFOs, the chariots of Israel. It's coming that big fathership to gather his elect and to destroy these heathen Edomites.
Know the nations.
It says, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord, which is, and which was, and which is to come, the Almighty.
That says a lot right there. Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending. He's the ending of Esau's world and the beginning of the world of Jacob. As it goes, and then he had a beginning. The Lord created him, and he's the end of this era. He literally changes time. When the Lord came on the scene the first time, it went from BC to AD. And then when he come back again, it's gonna go from the era of Esau to Jacob. So come on, man. This man changes time. He's just a regular Israelite, but this is the man that changes time.
Yeah.
Right?
Come on, man.
There's a spirit that came out on a so-called, winter solstice today, first day of winter. So
Woo, winter's coming, huh? Damn. It's about to get cold out here. But the Lord gave us the winter gear, man. We ain't about to be out here in the summer gear and shit and it's cold. And now the Lord gonna give us the winter gear. We gonna be well taken care of. That's right. We gonna have the finest of the wool. See, the Lord takes care of his men. That's it. And the chariots is here. So we have protection. The Lord is letting us know I've been here this whole time. You just got to believe. There it is. We're going to be guided. It says, the guided them who keep his commandments. Neither doubt. Trusting in the Lord. And we ain't going to doubt. Go ahead, read that again. I don't know what
time. 7. Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him.
Because the ships are going to cover the skies. Every eye shall see him. Yahweh Shai's ship is literally larger than this planet, if you can receive it.
Yeah.
And that's literal.
Yeah. And how's everybody going to see it? Everybody got phones and internet and all that shit. So they're going to see it all over the world. Whether it's where you are, because the Lord's going to make his return in the western, farther western reach of Asia, which is our land, to destroy the armies of the world. Then he's going to make his way west, like the brother said. And it's going to be over Babylon. So whoever's in Babylon is going to see it straight up. And whoever's on the other side of the world going to be like, what the hell is that over America? It's Yahweh Shai, man. That's the savior of Israel right there. Why is he just beaming up blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans?
Those are
his people. He's like, he always choose his kind over their kind.
That's part of that strangeness of our salvation.
Yeah.
These are them who we had in derision. All the proverbs and bywords that's happening to the people on this side.
Hey, this on my phone. You are not alone. The Lord gonna be talking to everybody in every language. He gonna be saying, "Come up hither" in the Hebrew. Yep. And whoever is chosen is gonna hear that and just go up, gonna ascend. Come and shout. Gonna send up. See you later, motherfucker in his J's and shit. He gonna drop that body like Daniela's daughter. Like it's like a weight was lifted. He gonna be lifted like that. Hey, bro, woo, you gonna bust out like Damn. Right. Go ahead up.
You don't like Vegeta.
Yeah.
It says, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him.
Right there, so that's talking about reincarnation. It's because how can the same soldiers that pierced Yahweh Shai a little over 2,000 years ago still be here? That's right. So that proves reincarnation. Yeah. Re means back, carni, carni, the flesh. So back in the flesh. So those soldiers are back here, and Yahweh Shai is going to get them.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
That's right.
And even when the Lord said, this generation shall not pass, that was literally when he was on the scene proven reincarnation again. That same generation then is back now at his return.
So
that means we were back there when Yahweh Shai was on the scene.
That's what I was just going to say. Everybody's back. The prophets are back. The scoffers are back for their judgment. Everybody's back.
Everybody's back. And Nero's back, you know?
Nero's about to be inaugurated.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's all links up to that days of vengeance being in his heart and his redemption.
Yeah.
That's right. It says, and all the kindreds of the earth shall well because of him, even so among.
It's going into the tribes. When they finally see the Lord for who he is, after they've been told so many times. Especially you niggas, man. Stupid ass niggas. Preferably from Judah, Benjamin, Levi. Lord literally looks like you. And he's literally from this tribe, Judah. You so-called Negroes, and you, now he the white man. Alright, well, you gonna see him for who he is. And he ain't gonna be happy to see y'all.
Yeah, it doesn't say you're just, a little sad. It's just wailing. Because that's crying, hysterically. You can't control it, It's just weeping and gnashing of teeth. Because he's come with that much power.
Yeah.
So you're gonna know, damn, I messed up, man, I should have listened. It's wailing,
Bro,
it's uncontrollably.
It said they gonna bewail themselves and they gonna loathe themselves for their iniquity, bro.
Yeah.
They gonna be like, I was a fucking hoe, but then certain hoes that actually believe they gonna be delivered up.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you that the Lord is gonna have mercy on whom he will. Now, there's gonna be actually hoes out there that's gonna be taken in. And there's gonna be bitches that was made hoes and left brothers become a fucking hoe. You gonna die right here. You gonna wail because of like, damn, I fucked up. Why didn't I listen? Now you gonna listen to the sound of the trumpet.
A lot of them harlots, Salakia, or some of them, was kidnapped, just like our people was kidnapped and put into slavery, man.
Yeah.
So they've been forced to do that shit.
The actual real harlots, not bitches that want to fucking be a harlot and you got a good man and shit and you had a home. I'm talking about streetwalkers, motherfuckers that was forced into it. They gonna go into the kingdom before some of y'all. Because they know what the fuck is going on. They believe in the Lord. And a lot of them is really gonna believe in that time. I always believe what y'all are saying. A damn drug dealing nigga gonna put down the drugs in that day like, man, I always believe in y'all, man. There's gonna be so many Jakes from every walk of life that's gonna believe in the Lord. They're gonna be a part of the elect. The Lord ain't differentiating, I just want the niggas in the church. No, he's grabbing some people out the church, some people out these other groups, people from every walk of life that's of these tribes, and they're gonna be a part of that elect. But the rest of you gonna die because you've been told and you didn't listen.
Verse 8 says, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord.
The Lord is the beginning of a new era and the ending of this world. He's literally the one. Like when he comes, he is the middleman between them. Like where were you when the Israelites took over? Where were you when the Lord made his return? You're gonna be on one of the sides. Like I was there at the end of this world to see the new one come in, and then the ones that's gonna be born in the new world. You was in Babylon? Yeah, I was at the turning point of it all. Like when Yahweh Shai, the Alpha and Omega, the and the beginning and the end.
It says, saith the Lord, which is, and which was, and which is to come.
Which is, which was, which is to come. That's beautiful, man. He is the Son of the Heavenly Father. He was on the planet Earth before, and he will. What does it say?
Which is, which was, and which is to come.
He's which is to come to bring forth order. He's the same one. Same one.
That's it.
Wait up.
The Almighty.
The Almighty. The Lord gonna send his express image. Even his son, Yahweh Shai. Wait up. Yeah, I guess we can close out with that.
Okay, yeah. And with that, that's going to conclude today's lesson. Lord willing, the hopeful elect was edified and faith boosted. With that, we want to face the east.
Yeah.
Give all praises to
Yahweh.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. 144,000 scattered abroad.
That's right.
Shalom.
Shalom. Oh, DTA.
Baba.
DTN.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah.
And with that, point that shoulder.
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 Point that shoulder. Point that shoulder. Point that shoulder. Where were you when the Israelites took over the planet?
Let's stop playing. Hey, look.
Hold on. You don't get this word.
Shalom.
Shalom.
That's it.